Oh, hello there. Yes, yes, welcome everyone to the stream. As usual, it's me, Malice, and I'm here today with a bit of a different commentary cast. We've got this time Bloodmoon
Hello.
and Novaknight. We're going to be doing the commentary with these folks today. I don't know if you guys want to go ahead and just introduce yourselves to the stream and YouTube.
Not really sure what I'd say. Hello.
Right.
You're talking in game, bud.
Who's
Okay,
talking in
sorry.
game?
2
Sorry.
seconds.
Well, don't be nervous or anything like that. I mean, we're still very young here, and we're still trying to find our way, the way. So, whoop. All right. Today we have Drukhari versus Chaos Knights. Oh, hello, chat. Hello, Twitch chat. Welcome. Yes, well, it's not necessarily chaos list, but it is.
It is Chaos Cookie Cutter versus Drukhari Cookie Cutter.
Yeah. I mean, what makes you say that? What makes you say that this is a cookie cutter chaos list?
Well, for one, we have the very standard mini plague wall with the auxiliary support of Thousand Sun Psychers, which is pretty standard across the majority of chaos lists. And then we have the new plug and play Knights. Is starting to see many more people. This one is one knight with double Avenger and one knight with double Thermal. And then we have one of the new Moriaxes with double Lightning Locks, which is going to be interesting against the list they're facing, which is Venom Spam from the Drukhari with the obligatory Air Wing and then the everyone's favorite Blackheart Ravager detachment.
So this is a lot of. There's not too much to say on this list right here, right? Uh, this is actually something I've seen before, and that goes. I mean, for me to see something already, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I've seen the 12 Venom spam with the Ravagers before. Tell me how is this list supposed to function, right?
So basically, you kite your opponents is a good way. The Venoms all have -1 to hit naturally, and then Invuln. I forget what at.
It's gonna be a 5+ vulnerable for them.
Yeah, so they have a 5-up Invuln. They have insane movement. All the little dudes inside can shoot out. So against an
Open
infantry
top.
heavy list that isn't Plague Bears, I think this would be a pretty good list to take.
Against normal knights, this would be pretty decided already, honestly. Because these Venoms will just delete all the guard or the AdMech or whatever you have, and
yeah,
then the knights, they can't kill 11 Venoms in X turns. It's not possible.
Well, that is as long as the Venoms stay away from them.
This is true. Don't get the Venoms in melee with the knights, and you'll be fine.
But as we see, we are on a short deployment, and the knights are already down. We have the double thermal and the center able to go diagonally through the ruins, and then we have the double Avenger parking on one of the objectives. I think that one's not going to move very far.
I don't think Ambush has any illusions about how much ability Bloodstrudel actually has to deal with his knights, which is almost nothing. Because he doesn't have blasters in the squads. He does have the Ravagers, obviously, and the Razor Wings, but without Doom...
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know this chaos format list here, so this is something totally new for me to experience. I am looking forward to seeing just what. I mean, it looks flexible. This looks like a really good mix of heavy firepower with plenty of screen and plenty of objective holding potential here.
Oh yeah.
Plague bearers, I know it's iconic. These things are really hard to kill and hard to get off the field. So, I
against
expect those.
Blood's list, it's a pretty somewhat balanced list, but we'll have to see.
No matter
My
what
guess
happens.
is Ambush is just going to have to get into the face and not let those venoms flitter away.
Yep, and
The problem I see for Bloodstrudel is that he's built a list that thrives on board control, and he's facing a list that's better at it than he is. It's not as mobile, but once it gets onto objective, it's never going to leave. So it can't score recon quite as well, right? But these two objectives that he has here, I'd be surprised if Bloodstrudel ever held in the entire game.
oh, absolutely.
Well, let's see. How many shots does each venom have?
20
Just
in rapid fire range. 10
20
outside.
within rapid fire, so he has 12. So that's math that I can't do. 240.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be able to delete maybe one squad a turn if he gets everybody within rapid fire. And then that's not including the squads within shooting, so it just really depends on
the venom. I'm sorry, I think I've misunderstood. The squad and the venom itself, because each of them has 10 shots in rapid fire.
So yeah, so if he puts both shots everywhere in, he might be able to delete. So I think they're about equal in board control because Avalanche may be able to stay there, but Blood does have the potential to get him off of it. It might
You're not
take
wrong.
his entire army, but
I mean, putting an entire army into a plague bearer blob and having that blob actually die, I don't think anyone's going to say is a bad trade.
yes. But what's interesting to see is how fast he tries to take down these knights, because the knights will run over him. Because as soon as he takes down the Ravagers, that's pretty much all the real anti-tank gone.
Exactly.
Because everything else just wounds him on 6s or 5s.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting that he went so heavily into the splinter cannon. Where are the dark I'm sorry. Where are the blasters? Aren't the blasters the standard anti vehicle weapons?
You're correct, they are. And Bloodstrudel even said that he should have brought them. But
okay.
Basically, as far as I can tell, his logic with this list was that he didn't need it if he could kill every single infantry model on the board and then just kite them forever.
Well, I think that's a solid strategy. I mean, but yeah, you need to be able to take out. You need to be able to deal with the night threats, right? Like, you don't want these things having their ways. Like, we've seen when knights just, go in, start shooting things off the board, and then just get into to melee.
No idea what you're talking about there.
Right. Actually, that reminds me. We actually haven't gone over the objectives this game here. It seems that they've already chosen what they were going to actually go for.
Well, the actual mission is precious cargo, which, let's see where they've put the objectives. So, Bloodstrudel has put his basically as opposite of the board to these knights as he can get it. So it's squeezed up right against this wall. So what I'm imagining see, he's done it. So he's put a Cabalite warrior unit just in the building. And so they're just going to sit there that entire game and hold that. And as long as he keeps them an inch away, it's going to be very hard for the Knights to get to them.
Yeah, I think I'm just a fan of engineers in general. I think that in these type of games where you can fit a lot of threat on the board, forcing your opponent to deal with those threats, um, and just tucking away some units in the back, it's just an excellent way to score like all the objective points on engineers. Like,
I agree.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
That's what I used to do whenever I was a bad player in suit with my knights. I just put two of my ranger squads as engineers and just left them because I never did anything because the knights were what did the work. So those Cabalites are probably his engineers, one of his engineers. We have
You're
ground
right, they
control,
are.
which is he has hope that 12 of his guys can't be destroyed.
It's definitely bold going for ground control because he's basically banking an entire secondary on him being alive with anything at the end of the game, which with this amount of firepower and this amount of smites that is outputting from all these characters and all that is again bold to say the least. But that he'll also be able to hold all four of them.
Yes. And then he has Recon as his last one, which is always a reliable one for
I like
Eldar
Recon
Flyer
as well.
list.
I really, yeah, Recon I think is a pretty solid choice, especially with all this mobility, provided he can survive, right?
Exactly, because
Like,
the problem I can see with taking Recon in this specific instance is it means he's going to be flying his flyers almost directly into those knights, and they're just going to get deleted. Because one of these knights ignores their -1 to hit, and their invulnerable can be taken away from Death Hex from that Sorcerer and Terminator armor, who can cast it on a 4 if he decides to. So you're going to be seeing these knights drop like knights. You're going to see these flyers dropping like flies.
And then on the other side, we see Recon from Ambush as well, which means his knights are definitely going to be pushing forward.
Exactly.
And Old School, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to get that. And then Butcher's Bill, which is him banking on being able to kill two things
Yeah.
a turn.
He's definitely expecting that a lot of his stuff is going to go off and that he's not going to whiff on a lot of these.
Well, I'm pretty sure even with no Death Hex, he's going to kill stuff. Like this knight, if it moves up the hill, it will be able to see at least one of the venoms. So that's one thing that's going to get shot to pieces.
Can the knight even get up onto the hill? Because that's a
But
ruin. I'm not sure he's allowed to get
it's
up
a
there.
hill. It
Yeah, you're
is
correct.
labeled as a hill.
Yeah, you're. Oh, I see what you meant. Yeah, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Yeah, we'll see if he sees that himself. I
And
imagine he
then
does,
yes,
considering how
and
freaking.
then if we go to the War Dog, which has a 14-inch movement, if you just move it forward 14 inches, guess what? It has. So all he really has to do to get Butcher's Bill for the first turn in Old School is move that Despoiler up, yeet this Venom, and then kill the squad with the Moriax. And then that's 2 kills right off the bat with Butcher's Bill.
Yeah, it's a very good point. I didn't actually think of that.
now I have a question for you guys. Did we actually catch the Warlord traits and relics?
Nah.
No.
No. One of the Archons is the Warlord. One Arch. No, the Huskblade is not.
I can go ahead and message the players and ask for him if y'all want.
It's
Yeah,
just that
go ahead and do that.
they're using chess clocks, and I don't think I want to interrupt them. Um, you know what I mean?
That's fair.
This is the first time we've seen any of the players opt into using the chess clocks, so this is this is like one of those high focus intensity kind of things. But we do need to
Well, you
find
can
out.
ask whenever one of them's doing movement because that's a time when you're doing nothing as an opponent.
Sure.
It's a great plan.
Yeah, and I do have them. I do have them muted for this pre-game setup here, so that we can just have that time to discuss without being interrupted.
And if you look at the Yellow Knight, he has one of the Venoms within line of sight of it. So that's 2 Venoms that are potentially dead if Ambush goes first.
I think I'm reminded of a comment you made earlier where you said that there just wasn't enough line of sight block on this map to hide every
Yes.
single Venom if he goes second. And I think you're entirely correct. Like Bloodstrudel is not a bad player. He understands that he has to hide to win, and
Oh,
he
and
doesn't
it
have
looks
anywhere to
like
hide.
Ambush is going first. Or he won the
That's
roll off,
rough.
so it looks like he is deciding if he wants to go first.
Let's see what he
And
does.
now, as we see, he is doing the ranges on the planes to see, because I'm pretty sure he wants to kill them first.
Oh, absolutely, definitely. He wants to get that butcher. He wants to basically get as many points as he possibly can to get that early
He
lead.
got seized on.
Oh, really? He got a seize from
He's having
Bloodstrudel.
a day.
Okay, so it looks like Bloodstrudel may
See,
be going
thing
first.
is, I don't even think that's as big of a problem, really, because as we see, the Ravagers are being cloud striked, which means there's nothing really that of a strength that can really damage these knights.
Yeah, you're not
You're
wrong.
And we
whoa,
see a
and
very bold
aggressive.
choice moving a Venom within melee range.
Now
The knight.
he hasn't placed the model just yet, but he is looking for this really close range. I gotta say, what is he thinking of here? Is he?
Think he might be going with what I said. He's just going to try and put as much as he can into one squad to delete it.
His only hope is to try and get these plague bearers off the objectives and become
Yep.
better at holding objectives than ambush.
I think
And it looks like he's advancing them as well. Do they have an auto advance feature?
these guys will have a 19-inch
These
advance.
Venoms are going to move 19 inches base just because
Because of the cabal,
they are flayed.
cabal they're in.
So what Flayed Skull is going to do for him is going to give them a 19-inch move, ignore cover, and reroll ones on all their splinter shots. Or it might actually be rapid fire. That's the splinter anyway. So we're looking at highly accurate, especially considering none of the buffs on the Plague Bearers are up.
Yes, just their regular -1 to hit.
Exactly. Just their regular -1 to hit, which means that we could be seeing a Plague Bearer drop, like Nova said, dropping turn 1.
And it looks like he's going for this black squad pretty heavily. As we see, he's pretty much going all to this one side of the board.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a warp surge on the Black Plague Bearer squad. Normally that isn't advisable because everybody just shoots the other one. But with how Bloodstrudel has set himself up, he doesn't actually seem to have targets on the green squad.
It's very interesting movement we're seeing here.
He's definitely going bold for it.
You know, this is one of those moments that you just have to acknowledge that he's not evaluating this as a typical player would be, right? I mean, if you're playing Warhammer 40K in a non-competitive setting, I feel like the option that you go for there is to castle up and try to, take one side of the board and weather the storm. But here, this is straight up objective focus movement here. I really feel.
Oh, I see what's happening. Hold on, look at this. With the way he's placed these two Venoms, number 7 and number 4, and then with the way he's placed number 6 and number 10 and number 1, he's trying to shut off the Knight's movement. He's trying to make sure they can't advance forward and get to his back line here. I think. I don't actually know.
Yeah, no. Now that you pointed it out, that is true. But he still, that's going to feed a couple of venoms to his knights, because
Yeah.
what he probably will do, or what I would do, is I move my knight probably closer to these two in the middle. Then I would shoot at the ones that are in the roadblock by the plane, and then just melee these two to death.
I mean, the thought process could be that I'm going to lose 2 Venoms no matter what I do. There's nothing in my army that can withstand this, so I might as well throw 2 up to be sacrifices.
Yeah, no, I think I see. He's not moving the ones by the plane to block so much as to kill that one squad. The ones in the center are definitely sacrifices. They're dead. He knows that. He doesn't care. But
A true Drukhari
this side, yeah. But this side is all about killing that black squad. But what?
Yeah.
Oh, and as we see, he left a little reserve down by his objective as well.
And I don't know if we could hear that, but Ambush did just pop Warp Surge on this Plague Bearer squad because it's very obvious that he's going for this black one. Oh, and a Vect is happening. Pretty obvious because he needs to kill this squad to have a chance. With this much that he's committed to it, if this squad doesn't die, he's in for some big trouble.
Now let's just hope he doesn't pull blood and whiff. Oh, okay. He's very interesting. He's shooting at the with the closer venoms first, so
that's right.
That is interesting because if he does end up killing stuff, could an ambush just pull stuff out of range for the other venom?
He very much could. That's very dangerous what he's trying to do.
Now I'm going to be turning on the audio feeds here so that we can hear the declarations.
Yeah, sure. I can hear you fine.
I believe 24 all around.
And do they measure from the base or from the model?
They measure. Okay, the venoms themselves are going to measure from the base, but the dudes inside can measure from the hull.
So yeah, looks like we're missing audio feed on Bloodstrudel. So I went ahead and let him know that.
So does it work now?
Oh, okay.
In game, right?
I can hear you. Yeah, in game.
Okay, looks like we got that back. Okay.
Cool.
So basically, if Avalanche loses the front 8 from these 2 firing, he'll pretty much pull. Hopefully, he'll pull those front 8, and then that will get him out of range for the other ones.
We'll see if that ends up happening.
Yeah.
Ah, poison. Such a fickle mistress.
3 fatal pains.
Yep.
What, 2 dead?
2.
Yep, looks like
Clipping
he
the squad.
did not see the danger, and he's pulling from the back.
Could be he wants to keep those in the front to get some board control off. Maybe wrap a cab light squad after he knocks it out the venom.
3 miss.
That is also probably a thing.
Oof, again. Nice.
Both saved.
Sweet.
But it seems like the dice are going to be interesting today.
This is just Bloodstrudel rolling.
10 shots. No one's here. Winning on force. 3 wounds.
1 dead.
This venom over here is
looking like it's not going to be enough to kill this whole blob here.
Guys inside. 10 shots.
Yeah, how many has he killed so far? He's killed 3 with 2. Yeah, no. I'm gonna say maybe 10 die.
I'd say that's honestly pretty generous.
Force.
Considering those 2 venoms that he just fired were in rapid fire and they only killed 3 of them, and
well,
also
he hasn't shot the squads yet.
Sweet. 5 shots from the venom itself.
And this is just the fatal pain for the fail.
Yeah, exactly.
1 more dead.
Venom 10. Just a Venom. Rerolling the ones.
Man, I gotta really say that watching him shoot these Venoms into this squad here is kind of like watching paint dry. It's just
And
you're
that's
trying to
why
dig a
I played
hole.
Pure Knight.
You're trying to dig a hole with a spoon.
Guys inside first.
I mean, even without their -1, which admittedly they do need a lot of the time, they're just so annoying to kill. There's a reason they're a staple, and they're
Oh wait, hang
personally
on.
the reason I think Chaos can do very well at all. They're just such an amazing unit.
One more dead.
And then the Venom.
Okay.
That's an uncomfortable amount of 3s.
One wound.
I liked. Okay, let's reveal.
Me too.
Phoenix fast.
Nice.
Well, I guess you're right. We're at 7, and I'm pretty sure he has maybe one more Venom.
Let's go with fly back here.
Looks like we're on to the Flyers now.
Same target.
Okay. Flyers
Okay.
declaring.
And he's going after the Armorer,
Who's
potentially.
rotating my flyer?
It's got a mind of its own.
That actually matters a lot.
Oh, you see he's... Yep,
Okay.
that's probably a smart move, because that Armorer will rip apart.
The Tesla on the Armiger being unmodified 6s is really going to hurt these
And
Venoms.
it's strength 6, so it wounds his vehicles on 4s, and it's -2, so it forces that in one on him.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s. Oof.
Oh.
Holy
Okay.
bells, the Tesla.
Right.
And then
Minus
5 up and full.
2.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's 3 up, 5 up.
So 4 damage.
Okay.
So you
We're gonna
managed
have to
to.
bracket it, unfortunately.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
And force. 2 wounds.
All good.
And then neurotoxin missiles, which is 3d3. Which are poison and +2 to wound.
Sure.
I think this was a smart choice because he needs as many of these Plague Bearers dead as he can get,
Mm-hmm.
and he just has to pray that Ambush doesn't roll a 1 on morale.
Yeah. Does Ambush have a
Piper? Yes.
banner in here?
Yeah, he's got a banner. It's right up near the red base
Yep.
knight.
Cool. This flyer putting everything into the plate.
Okay.
All right, another flyer into
Looks
the
like we're up
Plague
to
Bearers.
8 dead Plague Bearers so far.
So yeah, that's about right.
Hitting on 4s then. Wounding on 3s.
So
2
there are
damage
2,
apiece,
so I'll
or
just
roll
reroll the
all of the dice once, and then reroll any 5s or 6s.
Yep.
So
3 dead.
Okay.
Up to 11.
Well, he's gonna definitely need more, but
Neurotoxin missiles.
he's working that
It's all
squad
down if the
in.
1 gets rolled. Well, it's not all down to it, but it would really hurt him if that did happen.
It basically needs to be a 1 at this point.
Well, they're gonna fail unless he rolls a 1. So it's very
How much
important
damage
roll
on
either
this?
way.
1 damage.
2 more dead.
Especially if he keeps rolling feel no pains like that.
So it will be interesting to see if he actually risks it, or if he just plays it safe. We'll go for 2 CP.
Cool. I think this one is out. Maybe the
Because
I have to double check that.
let's see, how many will he lose? Or what leadership?
7.
7, and they've lost.
I couldn't imagine a situation where he
That's
doesn't auto pass it.
13. No, he's.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure that's almost a squad wipe if he doesn't auto pass it and roll, or if he rolls a 1.
I feel like the auto pass is something he's gonna definitely
6
want to do.
shots.
So, what would probably be the safer play to do is auto pass it, pop one of these venoms, and then wrap up the use the squad to wrap up a Cabalites, let the Cabalites kill someone in melee, but make sure he keeps them
This is a
wrapped,
character correct.
and then he uses the morale for that.
Yes, that is the character one.
Yeah, for sure. I can totally see that happening.
If they have a
If they've got relics, they're
But I can
correct.
also
Yeah.
see him going for that morale, just because at this point it's not that big of a deal if he loses a few more.
Yeah, we need more than a
Well,
few.
depending on how, I didn't know he had more shooting.
Yeah,
Need a 8 or a 10 or whatever, something.
Not 3 anyway. Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Oh, excuse me, he was charging.
Declared, but I don't want to get that close.
and yes, someone pointed out that
That's my turn.
the auto pass might
Alright,
be
so-
affected, but that would be
so,
kind of hard with
just
only
basically,
2
I'm
CP on the board.
across for
Yeah,
the,
he's already. Oh, the auto pass is being used. Yep, there it is.
Do I get one of those?
And Novak because, once again, 2 CP. Now let's
Yep.
see if he tries to wrap and hug.
There we Over to you.
Okay. Thermal.
All right.
Knight.
So we're getting into Chaos Knight's turn 1 movement phase. All right, already seeing pretty much Knight things, moving it up the board. He's definitely sizing up
Basically an
what he's going to
unfailable
kill.
charge, it looks like.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting. I see he's going to charge
Gray,
those near
big
ones.
bears.
I mean, if that knight gets into melee with that venom, it's pretty much done. So it's not a terrible idea. Shoot something else and then charge the venom and stomp it into the dirt.
Yeah, as Chaos player here, he's going to be looking to get as many points. Going to be looking to get as many Butcher's Bills. So,
Oh, and we see he moves the Avenger Knight into a pretty commanding position.
commanding position.
Okay, Grey Plague Bears.
In fact,
Well,
as far
don't.
as I can tell, there's only 2 places on the maybe 3
for a total of
places
11.
on the entire board Venoms can hide from a knight in that position. It's going to be behind the 2 big ruin walls here in the middle, and then behind that thing that he's got all of his other Venoms clustered around. Everywhere other than that seems to be fair game to me.
I blame Pigsy. All right, interesting move here. We're going to have to see what kind of movement this is going to turn out, but it looks like it's going to be a
He's
nice
getting
string.
recon, I believe. Or... No, he's not. Whatever he rolled, which was apparently a 6, so I guess he wasn't really going any farther than that, I don't think is enough to get him over that recon line. But I'm not certain. Hard to eyeball it.
It looks like it is.
Looks like it is, alright.
Yeah. That's interesting. So next turn, he probably will be losing them because he's not getting anything back because he's not going to be taking morale.
Terminator Sorcerer is going to advance
Sure.
for 9.
Now, while we're
Sorcerer is going to advance for 7.
while we're still here in the movement phase here and nothing really significant is happening, I got to ask you guys, how many CP did Ambush start with this game?
I'll go run over to the list and have a look.
Bad Piper's advancing for 9. As is the Boxbringer for 8. Grey Squad of Plague Bears.
Blood would have had 10 because he had a battalion and then an air wing and then a heavy support detachment and then the 3 for being battle forged.
Yeah, so it looks like he spent most of it on relics and warlord traits for his
And
knights.
then the Vect.
Yeah, the Vect kind of screwed
And
his CP a
then
little bit.
Ambush has a 1 CP for the HQs, 3 for his knight detachment, and then 5 for the battalion.
Okay, just wanting to check. Someone was asking about that in the chat. All right, so seeing this is more. This is just playing to the objectives here. He's moving up his units.
We have an Irish lad here.
I do think it's interesting that he seems to be screening his knights, and I'm not sure what he's scared of.
Well, see, knights have this great thing where they can step over infantry in combat. That does
there
not
seems to be movement,
go to
I
vehicles.
believe. Yeah, no brimstone.
So
Indeed.
all
So
Blood has to do
around
is
point
get
nine,
his knights into combat,
the,
surround them, and
the
then
psychic
just kind
power
of.
swap on the
Granted, they
sorcerer.
might kill something, but these are big enough that as long as 3 are still left alive,
So
you'll
he'll
be able to
proceed
tri-point a
to
knight.
It's a good point. I didn't think about that. A tri-pointed knight could be
fires
disastrous
on
for him.
9.
Yes, especially because all his killing power is in these knights.
Let's go.
all right, so here we are in the psychic phase.
Gotcha.
Fires
Nice.
on a
Comically large
11.
gaze of fate, so
So
he
that's gonna
remembers
go
it.
On to, let's put that on grace.
And he seems to keep getting 11s, so it looks like
Yeah.
they are miasma. Yep.
They're less than 20 now, right?
Almost certainly, yeah.
I think I killed 13. Maybe more. I don't know
They're
if you deleted any.
13, yeah.
Yeah, 7 left line.
All right, so gaze done, miasma's done. Let's get the smites out of the way, I think. So we'll start with let's start with Armin's. Fires on an 8. So it'll hit
Sure.
this guy, I believe. For 2 mortals.
Sure. It was into the number 7,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the one
A
closest
big
to
flaw
the-
with this list that Bloodstrudel has brought here is he has no psychic defense against
Okay.
these three
That's
three
Armin's
characters
nice.
that are
We
just
could
sit,
do
they sit here in the middle of the entire game
actually.
and output a stupid amount of mortal wounds. So there's not a whole lot Bloodstrudel can do to stop it.
Yep.
So that is a 7, 8, 9. So he's going to put that on. That venom
Sure.
for 1 mortal.
Sure.
Then Terminator Sorcerer is going to pop his smite. Fails.
Gotcha.
Armin's going to go for Infernal Gaze.
Yep.
Fires on a 9. He's going to put it on that venom as well.
Yep.
So you take mortals for each 4.
Yep.
2 mortals.
Gotcha. Down to 3.
Armin has 1 left, so he's going to pop his Ancient Firestorm. Actually, yeah, he is. So that's perils. Yeah, let's just take the perils.
Sure.
So the perils mortals
2.
are 2.
Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite him later when Armin explodes and kills everybody else.
It's going on this venom is already
Sure.
wounded.
Was that Zanch's Firestorm you just cast?
Indeed it is.
So mortals on 6s.
Oh, looks like it paid off.
Okay, whoa.
Nice. 4.
It's a lot of mortal
It's the
wounds
biggest
coming in.
Zinch's Firestorm I've ever seen. Normally it does like 1 mortal wound.
Nope.
Oh, it wasn't that one. It was
Oh, yeah, sorry.
it was this one back here.
You were 2 inches away from that.
Let's see how many
Yeah.
die getting out. If there's anybody in there.
Yeah. So, guys inside.
Oh, there's some people in there.
2 die.
I mean, or there were. There's less now.
They're over
2 less.
here. Light 6.
And, then I have
And
1
now those
spell
guys are just
left
sitting
from
ducks.
the
They're
regular
basically
sorcerer.
just 3 points.
Yep. Just gonna measure. 3 inches.
Just
before I move
cracking
it.
open
Yeah, that's good.
cracking open the little strawberry cake that he's got there. He's going to be scoring
Oh,
that
dear, that's an
cream
engineer squad.
filling. Oh, really?
That's an engineer squad. Look, they're marked engineers.
Uh-oh.
Unless that's a mistake.
Is it? So that's pretty interesting. Did he actually?
Okay. So then the regular sorcerer is just going to try for temporal manipulation.
Yes, that was one of the engineer squads. Because if you look at the other squad by the other point, that is also marked D.
Okay, so that fires. He's going to heal Armin for D3 wounds.
Sure. Nice.
Oh, and Armin's back up to full.
Nice.
I'm really confused about why he would put an engineer venom all the way up here.
Cast out. So that's
I thought I was crazy because I was thinking the same thing. Why risk that?
the Moirax.
Now your
Sure.
engineers are
this venom here.
exposed.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So 12 shots.
Yeah,
Now
I
we
would
see
have put him
the
in the
more
venom,
actions
one of
starting.
these venoms in the back. Maybe it was just a mistake, or
It's
maybe it was bait of some kind.
-2, 1 damage each. And for each hit roll of 6, it's
Well,
Tesla.
they're there.
Okay.
They are there, and they're exposed. So
Natural roll of 6 or
Yeah, it's unmodified 6.
that's
So
big
now
trouble.
we see the Morax shooting into Venom,
so I'm not gonna lightning fast that.
I believe 8.
Okay.
So you go ahead. It's
Last
minus
2 CP is being employed for lightning fast reactions. That's a lot of 6s.
Nice. 4 6s.
So basically what he did is he, well, no, he'd be hitting on 5s actually, because
Wait.
Venom's already a -1 to hit, correct?
Correct.
There we go.
Okay, I'll just use what's on the map for now.
Yeah. It's fine.
So
Did someone-
Doesn't seem like they.
Wait.
Oh no, maybe he didn't use lightning fast reactions.
Yeah, I think someone just copy pasted in for dice. They're trying to help you, the casters, for some reason.
13. There were 3 3s out of 12 shots.
I'm actually
so that's
rooting on
9.
blood.
Yeah,
So
I'm personally rooting on blood, but you know.
Well, one's a Xeno, one's a Trader, so I hope they both lose, honestly.
drops me to 9 hits, and then
It's probably because I collect Drukhari. So
all right. Okay, I guess I'd like less 6s than I had. Okay.
You had 4 6s.
So when, yeah, but the Tesla hit the H6 procs 2 additional, so
Okay,
it's 8.
so 4 more.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
It's a
As you
little
can
bit
see,
of confusion
Tesla
happening
is
with the
terrifying
Tesla.
when it happens.
3.
All right. wounds on
Ambush has a
six.
history of being very lucky with that. Oh dear, that's a lot of wins.
So that many saves at AP -2.
5s. Nice.
oh,
Oh no,
Whoa.
that's a dead.
Doesn't explode.
I think that's dead a few times over.
overkill there.
So yep, so we got his Butcher's Bill, we got that old school, and he got kill and kill more.
Going to
Yeah, I mean, that's Butcher's Bill without even firing the knights.
trail, so I'm just going to do it now when I declare him as shooting.
Sure.
So 2 CP.
And Trail of Destruction is being employed.
Hits. He's going to put
Gotcha.
1 Gatling into this venom.
Sure.
He's going to put the other Gatling into that venom.
Interesting, he's splitting up the fires among the Venoms instead of killing the Flyers, which I believe would probably
Well,
be the more annoying
if he can knock that venom off the objective, and then
Yeah, you're
also
right.
kill the Cavalites inside, that would mean that he's going to get an extra point for holding.
Well,
although with
if
that,
he
rolls,
wanted
it's not
to
really
do that, I don't think shooting the Gatling Knight first would have been the best thing. He
Not wrong.
probably should have shot the thermal lances into them first.
This was in the closest, yeah.
That's the closest one yet.
This is true.
And then the remaining 12 at the other venom.
Yep.
Oh, and I need to clear the stubbers. Let's put the stubbers into. I'm not going to target the venom. Let's put the stubbers into the venom that I'm just about to shoot at, because obviously
Sure.
I've seen the damage from the other.
That is a good point. I am not rooting for the Xenos, I'm rooting against Chaos, so yeah. I still hope they both lose.
Ooh, dear.
Oof.
Everyone knows that chaos is the most detestable. Oh my goodness.
That
I mean,
just
kinda
said
do
no.
A roll like that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's
Just took 2.
I don't think we've
that's rough.
seen
That-
so
that
many
feels
units.
Real bad.
We've never seen this amount of units being overkilled like this before.
Nothing.
Well, I mean, that guy survived. That venom should have been very, very, very dead, and it is not.
Uh,
Oh yeah, how
Thermal
many
guy is gonna
CP
put
was
one
that
thermal-
strat you used?
into this venom, the
How
wounded
many
one, and he's gonna.
CP was the strat?
That was 2.
I did not get one. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, so 1 thermal into that closest, the one, the wounded
Sure.
one, on 2,
They're
and
both
then the other
wounded.
thermal. Oh shit, they are. Yeah,
This
it's going.
one?
Yeah, thermal's going into that one.
Sure.
The other thermal's going into who's within 18. There's cargo in both Venom 1 and Venom 10, right?
Not in Venom 10. Venom 10 is
Okay.
empty.
Interesting. I think I know what he's. I think
Venom
what he's
7 is
doing
also
now
empty.
is he's trying to soften up all the
Right,
venoms
so
to
one
make
thermal
getting
into Venom 1, the other thermal into
Butcher's Bill
Venom
easier
2.
for the next turn.
So I'll do the
Because he's
shots.
Would
already
make
get it, so he
sense.
doesn't
So
really
the
need
first
to
series of
kill.
shots into Venom.
And the
4?
stubber.
Oh, the stubber. Let's put the stubber into that 3-man squad that bailed out of that previous Venom. So this is the shots for the Venom 4.
Sure.
I'll use
D6
the
shots.
Gaze reroll on
Gotcha.
that. Surprise!
Fair.
So one
Now,
of
can
the-
you
I'm
only
going
score
to
one
reroll
butcher's
shots
bill per
for
turn,
the-
or is it?
Yes, you can only do one Butcher's
Oh,
Bill
okay.
per turn.
That's
one was
actually
down.
Have to
fair.
finish
Yeah,
one
that's good.
target at the target.
Yeah. All right. So hitting on 3s. This is LCP.
What do you
reroll
got?
that.
+1 to hit.
That's the one with the helm of
Ah,
the
gotcha.
third eye.
That
Not
is
helm of the third eye.
3
Yeah, warp sight.
ones in a row for a
Yeah,
thermal
that-
cannon.
There he goes.
Okay, so the reroll.
Okay, he's actually hit.
Wounds on 3.
Hurdle number 1 has been achieved.
Okay, so nothing happens there.
Okay.
Then
Well,
come out
he
to
didn't jump that high,
3.
apparently.
There we
4.
go.
I honestly expected that to also be a 1. I'm going to be completely honest.
Hitting on 3s.
Thermal cannons. Why are you so amazing in the lore, but just not
Oh,
on the tabletop?
dearie me.
Okay.
Not like this.
Oh, on the stubber, that's right.
Yeah.
One disappointing night so far.
3s.
Well, technically, 2 disappointing nights because the big one has. In fact, the only big night, the only night that actually done work this
That's
turn
right, yeah.
is the War Dog.
For sure.
Does not save. And 6 up feeling pain. It's fine.
Yes.
Makes it. Okay.
The new armigers are overpowered, confirmed.
Sorcerer advanced. So that is basically my shooting phase complete.
Yep.
So charges. The Despoiler Knight is going to charge both of those Venoms.
Sure. So 20 shots. Because the guys inside do not get to Overwatch.
Sure.
I just realized they're both down to 1 or 2 CP on turn 1.
Yes.
Didn't expect that.
Well, I think what it was is that Ambush had already invested a lot of his CP using all those various relics and
Doesn't
pre-game
matter.
stratagem.
Whatever.
Well,
And
not
then the
stratagem.
Cloud Striking is
Is a 10.
Ravagers as well.
Yeah. And then Ambush got some of his CP stolen by Vect rolling a 6, and yeah. Okay, it makes a good amount of sense.
And then he's Iconoclast, so 15 attacks.
And here comes death.
And he's hitting on 2s and stuff, right?
No, he's just hitting
Or
on
is that
3s.
only.
But
Yeah,
he's
that's only shooting.
+1 AP on his attacks because he charged.
Yeah.
So I guess
I mean,
that's
I
AP
don't get any
-3 on the
saves.
charge.
I would
I
get
did check the
6.
feat
Yeah.
stats, which he's obviously using. So hitting on 3s.
Yep.
A lot of 3-ups
And then
on
wounded
that one.
3s.
It's dead. Does it explode?
So it looks like the knight is making up for his
Yeah, it's
disappointment.
Yeah, he feels
shooting.
bad. He feels guilty, so he's fixing it up a little bit.
Does not.
And then consolidate.
Yep.
I guess that Venom didn't have any cargo in it.
I think that's pretty much turn.
Sure.
So VPs, I get kill one.
You get to kill more.
I could kill more. I get
We hold the
holds
same.
more, I believe,
We hold the same.
because I have 2.
I
Oh
have
yeah,
2.
you have it through the wall. Yeah.
Yep.
I get Butcher's Bill. I get Old School. Don't have Recon yet.
Yep. No recon yet, no. Do you? You do. No, these aren't past half. Yep. But he was, so that's why. Okay.
Well,
Basically, big knights did nothing, little knight did work, and not enough was killed on both
yeah.
sides.
On blood, well, no, I think for ambush he killed quite a bit. He downed 3 venoms in 1 turn and a few capitalites. That's respectable.
On the first turn here, getting the Butcher's Bill, scoring multiple things. Old School, he got First Blood. He
Yeah,
also
that not killing this plague bearer blob really put Bloodstrudel here on the back foot, because that means that's a 2-point swing for him, which for a list like this that relies so heavily on board control, that's a lot of swing.
yeah.
Well, realistically, these other 2 venoms, the one in the middle and then the one on the objective, should also have been dead.
Sorry about that. Updating the information on the screen now for you guys in chat. But yeah, so yeah, Ambush was able to score, kill 1, hold 1, and kill more. While Bloodstrudel was able to score, hold 1, and 1 on the recon. So, pretty impactful turn for both of these players. But I do have a sense of impending doom for Dark Eldar in this game here, as the positioning, the deployment zones, and just the terrain type is just not working out.
It definitely it's a little early to say, but it definitely doesn't look favorable. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
It all depends on how these Ravagers do whenever they come down. If they come down this turn and do something, then Blood might have it. But if they don't do anything, then it's.
I
not
almost
gonna be
think
good.
these Venoms clustered here at the back were too timid. Like, I feel like if he had these forward and he could rush every single Venom forward and just blow up a Plague Bearer blob, like even through the buffs, and then maybe put some Ravagers into it too, and bracket a Knight or something, because Chaos Knights cannot, they're not Imperialists, they can't re-bracket themselves, they can't go up to top bracket. So if you could bracket the Knight and then kill this Great Plague Bearer blob here, maybe something could happen. But we'll see how he does it.
Yeah, I just, it feels so claustrophobic in this map. It almost feels like
Really
we're not
does.
even playing
The
40k.
Plague Bearers just shut off such huge sections of the board. You just can't go in it because there's a mob of people standing at you.
Yep, and unlike other maps, there's not much line of sight blockage here, so there's not really a lot of places you can actually tuck things away. So
Yeah,
everything is just out there.
These 2 big firing lanes right down the sides that these Knights, and especially these big hills, this Knight's just gonna sit here on top the whole game, and he's just gonna make this whole area into a killing field, assuming he stops whiffing. Oh, and here we go again. It's this. He's trying to keep this Knight in here. He doesn't want it coming out over here and coming to play with his engineers and coming to play with all this other stuff over here. He wants to block it in.
Am I being trolled by chat? Someone said that it's alpha round 3. That's not true. We're in alpha
I don't
round
think
1.
It's alpha round 3. I'm not sure how that's the thing.
Yeah, like we're in the first round of the third season. Basically, week 1. Alrighty. Now I gotta say, okay, so it looks like he took the venom with his engineers. For a second there, I thought he
I'm
loaded them up
confused why
again.
the engineers didn't hop into a venom and run away.
Well, he did do that, but then he thought better of it.
Ah, okay.
For
Well,
some
what it,
reason.
Maybe there's something I'm not seeing then.
I think maybe there
Plus,
is.
I don't play with venoms very much.
I think maybe there is some sort of strategy that I'm just not aware of because I I would never have
I don't know.
engineers.
Maybe there's a strategy I don't see in keeping your engineers out in the open. Could be a bait. Could be forcing
It could be bait.
ambush to come and deal with them. I'm not certain, honestly. I'd have to ask Bloodstrudel myself,
it
and he's in
could
the
be
role game,
bait.
so that's obviously not gonna happen.
And now we see these venoms coming out to block the armiger from moving forward.
Could be a tri-point happening if he gets really lucky with his 11-inch charges. Probably not gonna happen though. As cool as that would be.
It's like he's potentially setting up for his Ravagers to drop down.
Looks like it. That is kind of telegraphing where they're gonna go, though. But I guess that's why he doesn't want this knight coming forward, because in the next turn, if this knight, if these capitalites hadn't blocked, then this knight had come up here, and he dropped the Ravagers there. Those are some very dead Ravagers. Because Drukhari vehicles don't get their invulnerable in melee, and they all have 4-up saves. So the -3 AP on the Iconoclast stomps, they're just going to cut right through them, and they're just going to get stomped.
Yep, and looks like we were right.
Yeah, there it
No
is.
invuln, no -1 to hit. Everything is just stripped away. We're basically just seeing some of the squishiest profiles.
I mean,
I'm
he turns the
guessing-
Ravagers into Space Marine vehicles.
Yeah, this is basically a preview of
And
Space
it looks like he's
Marines.
probably going to attempt to charge with Venom 11 into the armiger to keep it where it is. If he doesn't kill it,
That's an interesting charge. That's 11 inches. So that would be very interesting if he actually pulled that off.
he's probably banking on being able to kill it.
I imagine. I mean, 3 Ravagers probably should kill that on average. I'm not certain of the actual
Well,
math.
to be honest, if he has to put 3 Ravagers into it, that's a good thing for
Oh yeah,
ambush.
that would make the Mori access points back because it's worth a little more than 1 Ravager. Like it's 155 versus Ravagers 120. I want to say something along those lines. Someone will yell at me because I got that wrong.
I will not yell at you because I don't know. Now we are seeing we've already seen them come out, but basically Ravagers are coming out now. They are being deployed over on this side of the board. We're seeing some.
Oh, and looks like he's starting with the Venom into the armiger.
Oh, he does have some blasters.
On the Archons, yeah.
All right.
It takes 3.
Now,
So that's in
unless my math is wrong, that should be enough for 1 Ravager to go into it and put it down to 1 wound.
Splinters in here.
Okay.
Or kill
It's
it.
just 5 shots. Rerolling once. 3 hits. And then 4s.
One dead.
1. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot this Venom in here.
I'm not certain about that Venom placement. I just now noticed this. This Venom at 2 health could actually be beaten down by Plague Bearers, of all things. and get wrapped. Like its capitalized to get wrapped, and that could be very bad for Bloodstrudel. Of course, it might not happen.
Could it be that he, well,
None
could
dead.
it possibly be that he wants to maybe tie up the plague bearers
So we're gonna shoot
or something here?
It could be a possibility,
venom number
but
1. Guys inside for
Okay.
actually, no. Yeah, that's a good point.
Is this,
If he charges the venom into the plague bearers, then the plague bearers are either forced to stay in combat or fall back, and they can't fall back and charge. If he leaves them here, there's a possibility of the green plague bearers coming up and wrapping this Cabalite warrior squad that he's so kindly strung out here for easy wrappage. So that could be what he's going for. It'd definitely be very good playing ahead.
2 wounds.
1 dead.
Sure. Just gonna check the.
Oh man, I gotta say, if I were Eldar, I'd just be so frustrated with these plague bearers.
10
Okay.
shot.
You get used to it eventually.
It's like, why won't you die?
They just don't. That's their purpose. They stand at you and grin menacingly. Because you can shoot all day into them, and most of the time, unless you're running Caladius grav tanks, which is part of the reason they're so good, they kind of just stay there.
Go ahead and shoot.
Yeah.
Venom number 10. It's an empty venom. 10 shots.
Okay.
Reroll once. Now these are
Zero ones really aren't
woundings.
paying off
All wounds
that
here.
well. That's a lot of failed saves.
4.
Okay. It's another 4 out of the plague bearer squad. Now this plague bearer squad's almost done.
That was probably an oof.
Yeah. Looks like he's got.
It doesn't matter this turn. Yeah. 2
About 11, unless I'm bad at counting.
Because the third
Which is a definite possibility. I have been accused of it before.
And then this venom, empty venom, so 10 shots.
All right.
Poison's so swingy. You know, on the one hand, sometimes you get 4 wounds, and on the other hand, sometimes you get 1. 4 pluses. Well, I guess it's a 50-50 either way, so it's quite literally the swingiest you can get.
So we're gonna go ahead and shoot these boys. Inner swing.
Sure.
10 shots. No rerolls now though.
Okay.
Because they are not embarked.
They only get if they're embarked. I got it.
Yeah. So it's.
This is the thing I'm not looking forward to my game with Blood, because
Sure.
God, this takes forever.
2 wounds.
Yeah, it's.
That's why small elite armies are the best.
You won't be able to wound anything you have.
I'm sorry. What was that last part, Nova?
Small elite armies are the best.
How dare you? How dare you say that? How dare you?
Yeah, splinters.
Hey man, I like going to other tables and watching players after I finish my game. That's why I always finish my games in like an hour and a half. Usually an hour.
After you made me watch that game.
He's never letting it go, Nova. Never, ever.
How dare you?
I mean,
I'm just
fine.
messing with you.
I can't help it. I still move faster than my opponent, even though he had less models than I had units altogether, and I still moved faster than he did.
Oh yeah, no minus it. And then
To be fair, you bought quite a few units.
They are 6 up.
It was only 186 guardsmen with
Jesus Christ.
about 5 artillery pieces.
Only.
And then 2.
Ooh, we see the horrors getting
Fire.
dead.
They are an easy kill.
1 wound.
1 more dead.
They only have a 6
Okay,
up and
6 up,
vulnerable
6
save
up.
to protect them, and they're
Armor save.
Top of this.
The
Or
6
two.
up armor
6 up,
save,
5 up.
6 up invul.
Okay, gotcha. You would be covered though. So 5s. Did you roll any 5s?
I think it was like a 3. I can't remember. They're gone now. I should have remembered.
Yeah,
But
I just
it didn't
realized
register.
'cause
Yeah,
this
I'm just so
this
used
guy
to
doesn't
brimstones being
ignore.
pathetic waste of points.
Yeah, or they swarms, right?
Not that you can really call a 30-point unit a pathetic waste of points.
Yeah, but are they swarms
just
or
tank, like-
infantry?
They're infantry, I believe.
Sure. This shot. Ravagers and 2 razor wings left. So we're shooting. This razor wing is shooting everything into the gray squad.
Okay.
So to disintegrate.
I'll be interested to see if he can actually focus this down.
We should be able to.
One would think, but it is plague bearers. See? See?
Splinter
Yup.
rifles.
Plague bearers.
No
That's
wound,
plague bearers
and
for you.
neurotoxin.
Well, I mean, I gotta say, it's definitely working as intended there.
Well,
Oh, can he kill a whole he killed a whole model with a razor wing. Congratulations. Plague bearers.
we're just gonna put everything from this one as well into.
I mean, it's functioning as intended, right? He's supplementing this knights with.
I don't have
Oh, I'm
any-
sorry. It's the other way around, isn't it? He's supplementing his plague bearers with these knights.
There you go. That's it. Plague bearers are the real core.
The,
I'm not
the
even joking. They
core.
really are the core of most chaos armies. Chaos as a faction really wouldn't function very well without them.
And then I'll just roll 2 dice.
Well, depending on the list, like say I've played this list of ambushes or many lists like it. Once you kill the knights, well, again that's the list I play. Pretty much once I've killed the knights, like sure you have plague bearers, but what are they going to do? They do nothing besides sit there and don't kill anything. They're not about killing stuff; they're about not being killed.
Yep.
So as long as you have something like that as well, whatever kills the things that can kill, usually wins.
It's really frustrating because, I mean, what else are you going to shoot at? The knight?
One more.
One more.
With these
Well,
profiles?
not with poison, that's for
With
sure.
these profiles here? We've got no anti... We have no anti-tank, anti-vehicle profiles here.
When you want to have fun. So we're gonna shoot.
Who else is ready for the one on the morale to be rolled? I'm ready.
To your Morax.
Oh, yep. Looks like he's going to try and take the Morax out now.
So 9 shot.
He has nothing. He has nothing that can physically fire into the plague bearers anymore, so he's just relying on morale at this point to take him out.
Please morale is
Winning up
basically what
5
he's
swording ones.
at right now.
Not a lot
Please
of wounds.
run away.
Okay.
The lag.
Yeah. He failed 2. That kills him, so I'll see if he explodes.
No.
Oh wait, he actually manages to take out the
Oh,
No,
Wyatt
yeah.
Helvin there.
It's
Because
4
he
damage.
has 5
not
wounds
He's
left.
got 1 left.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Nah.
I
it's
jumped
cool.
the gun.
Ambush made exactly the same mistake, so you're fine.
I'm trying to hype this up, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going. Is he gonna blow it up? Is he gonna?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna die now.
No,
And then 5s.
needing the
I mean, or
5.
not.
What?
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 Still
One?
could die. Still could die.
Is he gonna get it?
Hero moded up.
Come on.
Oh,
damn.
come on.
Sorry.
Survives.
All right, so
Doesn't
explosion.
matter if it blows.
Oh my god, he blew up.
Oh wait. No, it.
Is it 6 inches?
Oh,
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
actually
a
matter
6
at all.
inches more, yeah.
You're
Oh
completely
man.
fine.
All right.
Whew, kill 1 is done.
He killed something.
And the
Huzzah!
All right, kill
it's gonna
one.
shoot into the plague.
Victory!
Sure.
See how many plague bears this Ravager can kill. Not from the gray squad, from the green squad.
So 4s.
Not many.
And then 3s. 3 wounds.
So I'll just speed roll these.
Yeah,
Any fields I'll reroll. Or passes, rather.
Oh, so 2 are dead.
Okay, I think that is all my shooting. And I do not wish to. Actually, do I? Do I?
Let's
I'm
see if
gonna
that Venom
charge
plan
these
is.
boys into Green Squad.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't think you can make it.
Interesting.
I think it's actually. Well, I guess if you could just get in on that guy. Yeah.
I need.
Interesting.
9
Yeah, I was
something.
assuming you'd have to like cross the obstacle, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
considering
but
there's
this,
some barbed wire in the
uh,
way,
would
that'll be
give me-
interesting.
Is this
Yeah.
obstacle?
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
is
if he
what
touches the
you
barbed
get
wire,
over the
barbed wire,
obstacle
his
minus
charge
2
roll is
range.
halved, so he's got to
Yeah.
try and not
Is it
touch
halved?
that, which he
Then
can with this
It
plague bear
has
that's sticking his head out.
bosses and
I guess I could
assaults,
stand there though.
charges. Yeah.
But then he'd be within
An inch of the Dreadblade.
heroic
It's only if you
intervention.
have to
Yeah.
move over it. If you don't
Yeah,
have to move over it,
exactly.
then
So
you'll-
I'm not certain why he would
Then you're
charge
gonna
them at all.
benefit from making that charge though, because you're gonna be able to hurricane intervene. So no. I'm
There
not
we go.
gonna-
Yeah, he's arrived at the same
Sure.
conclusion.
Yep.
So that's just is that morale for turn or?
Yes.
All right.
Here-
So let's
here it
do
comes,
Grey Squad
boys.
first, who are
Sure.
probably all going to run away unless I get.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Here comes Biopiper.
Okay,
Aw.
they're dead.
If only he had more shooting, that'd be a lot of
And then Green
characters
Squad
very
rolls 3, so
exposed.
they get to roll.
Definitely. Doesn't
A
matter.
3 is enough for them
Yeah,
to stick
it's
around.
fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. Cool. So pausing the clock. I get recon. I get engineers. Kill one, hold one. There we go.
Sure.
Alright, so Ambush needs to kill
Alright.
3 things to get kill more this turn.
Shouldn't be too hard. He did it last time. With the more X's help, admittedly.
Well, more things are exposed now, so it should be workable.
Yeah, looks like whichever Venom he decides he wants to charge is going to be probably very dead. Unless we see a whiff of such
Green
massive
Squad
proportions.
is not advancing. So let me make sure I will move these guys right.
Let's see if they'll pull off that wrap that I mentioned earlier.
This map is called BCP Construction Zone. Lion.
Ah, movement. So much to comment on.
See, if his army was smaller, he'd be done already.
Like if you just so happen to have, what was it, 5 models?
Yes, 5 models.
Yeah. 5,
Potentially 4.
Is that the max he'll go? 5 models? That's the biggest you'll ever go?
No, I'll be spicy and bump it up to 6 every now and then.
Oh, crazy, man.
Yeah, if I'm feeling adventurous that day. Yeah, that 11 model Custodes armies was just too big of a hassle. Just
Yeah.
all
Too
those
much
moving
movement.
pieces.
Oh, well, okay, so I'm sorry, I had some things pop up on the background here.
You're fine.
Catching up here.
Poxbringer advancing. Actually, no, it doesn't need to.
Yes, all the characters are just going to go in this little bubble, pretty obviously. And then the charge moves from the Plague Bearers, I imagine,
The
will
regular
either
sorcerer
wrap
is
these
gonna
guys or just provide extra move.
for a total of 8.
It'll be interesting to see what he does about Objective 2, because currently he doesn't hold it, which means obviously
Yeah.
that Bloodstrudel will get hold more.
I am believing he's probably going to try and shoot the engineers off the floor, just to at least tie it.
Yeah, I would have left a Venom on that objective, honestly, full of dudes. I don't know why there's not a full Venom on top of that. I see no reason.
But after saying that, yeah, I don't understand why he gave up 2 so easily, because all he had to do was kill those Gabalites, and then he'd get hold more, and he'll more than likely get kill more, unless he whiffs again.
And dominations.
Yeah, I think it's
Did you
what you're
use
saying.
CP or sorry.
Not that I haven't
No,
spent
no,
any CP
no.
this turn yet, not for this battle round. So this is the test for the dominations on the Dreadblade.
Sure.
An 8 is fine. He basically only fails on 11 or 12. And I do believe that is movement phase. So
All right, so that's movement phase.
Psychic, we start with Gaze of Fate
Here comes the pain.
from the normal sorcerer.
So I'm saying we'll probably lose 1 fighter in psychic phase, potentially.
Then let's go for Miasma from the Poxbringer.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
5 is not enough. I'll Gaze reroll.
Ooh, and using the gaze already.
A 7 is enough though. So that goes on the remaining green squads.
And
that's
that
my
is why you always cast Gaze of Fate first.
One from the
Exactly.
Poxbringer, one from the sorcerer.
It really is such an incredible tool to have.
I'm not too familiar with the psychic powers from.
Armin is going to.
So
You good.
basically, what Gaze of Fate
Magic
does,
is bad.
it,
But Gaze of Fate
is
gives you a
it's-
free reroll, basically.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it gives you a free reroll of both dice. So on a charge roll, you reroll both. On a psychic test, you reroll both. If you don't have a single die, you just reroll that one die, though.
I think closest
Okay.
unit.
It's just a really good all-rounder spell. Free reroll on a Warp Charge 6.
So his
It's the Warriors for sure.
All right.
Rip.
Fails. Terminator Sorcerer. Where's he blind sight to? Terminator Sorcerer is going to Doombolt. So this is his +2. That fails.
A lot of whiffing happening.
So 1 more from the regular Sorcerer, 2 more from Armin, 2 more from the Terminator Sorcerer, 1 more from the Terminator Sorcerer. All right, Terminator Sorcerer is going to smite. I think what's his? Oh, Weaver of Fates. Yeah, Terminator Sorcerer is going to smite. Fires
Goes off.
on a 7. I think the closest to him might be the Razor Wing.
Probably the back Razor Wing, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
3 mortals on the Razor Wing.
So 3 6-ups.
Oof. Okay.
That takes 2.
Oh,
Okay,
All
so that's the
right.
Terminator Sorcerer's cast out.
it's still valuable. We're still getting
I find
value
it
out of
interesting Death Hex hasn't been used yet. I guess he feels like he doesn't need it.
Sure.
Which, to be fair, so far he has not been disproved.
No, I can target. It's Infernal Gaze is I can target any unit within line
Yeah.
of sight and range. So I think it's going to go on to. Let's put it in the Warriors.
Sure.
Actually, no. Yeah, let's put it in the Warriors.
Sure.
Maybe he's not trying to wrap him after all.
So 6 is to ignore. Takes 1.
Okay. And then Armin's going to go for Zenith's Firestorm.
Sure.
Fires. He's going to put that on the Warriors as well.
It's 10 dice, I think. Or even more.
9.
Yep, there we go.
6 is for mortals. 2 more.
So 2 6-ups. 2 die.
And that
This
just
wasn't-
leaves 1.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
it was that
leaves,
Warrior squad, yeah.
2.
All right, so
Leaves-
it's just going to be a smite from the normal sorcerer then, and I think it might hit the Razor.
Yeah, he cannot see the Warriors.
Yep, let's go. Smite fires.
Yep.
Dealing 1
1.
to the Razor Wing.
6-up. Takes 1.
thus concludes the psychic phase. Okay.
I'm just thinking as to just how many psychic powers are just coming out of this. I mean, sure, it's your sorcerer, Sloppity, Bile Piper, and the Ahriman with the sorcerer and Terminator armor.
Yeah, it's
That's
it's quite
so
a few
much
psychic
utility.
powers.
Through like those kind of cracks.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, the Gatling Knight. I think he can see
It's like
these venoms over.
These down here?
because they can't be targeted
like
by these
barely,
because these
just
plague
super
bearers are
barely.
just standing in the way.
So,
It becomes quite a problem to deal with because every turn they're just spitting out mortal wounds
it's
and
just
buffs
one
and
that's not
debuffs
that.
and XYZ.
okay, so he's going to put both Gatlings into.
And unless you have a plethora of snipers, you really can't deal with it. And even then, they just hide behind a wall, and the stupid sniper with his big heavy gun can't move.
So I'll just start with this.
Yep.
Hits on 3s. Wounds on 3s. Nothing. And
Brilliant
then
stuff.
The heavy subber, the best weapon in 40k.
So into Venom.
Didn't you nickname it Disappointment?
Or did you put both in Venom?
Both
yes.
Gatlings are going at the same value.
That's very apt.
So
I,
it's all Venom wounds.
however, I have killed a knight with it once, so that stubber
I mean,
proved itself.
I have as well, but
It
there's
doesn't
still
change the fact it's
disappointment.
terrible.
I hope you guys love those stubbers because we're getting a whole bunch of them with
I
those
mean,
new
I'm no
primers.
Marine player, so no, I do not love stubbers.
So instead, does he blow up?
You have
That
all
does.
of this to look forward to.
Within 3 inches, I think that hits the other Venom.
I'm still happy with my black hole gun there.
The warriors at the back. No,
no.
it looks like they're right.
I'm gonna
Your laser pointer.
just to make sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, my laser pointer, my black hole gun.
One venom just went pop and exploded while we were talking.
D-
Should be a indicator of what's to come when this thermal knight opens up. Unless he whiffs again.
6 inches.
Yeah, he started with the Gatling cannon
So
again.
warriors and
Interesting.
6 of Villain Bane.
Indeed.
Uh,
Ah, it's a warrior dead.
Yeah, that's one of the engineer guys now. Oh man, I gotta say, there is a death grip on this map. There's no way around it for Eldar
Plague
here.
bearers.
I mean, the Eldar are more in the ones of the position of gripping now than the Knights are.
It all depends on how much stuff dies, because right now it does look that way, I agree. But depending on how many venoms just up and vanish.
Okay. So that just leaves you with the thermal guy and Armin.
Yep.
All right, Armin's going to shoot his pistol. Wait, it might not be.
He advanced, right?
Armin just moved normally. The
Okay.
Terminator Sorcerer advanced
Yep,
and the
yep.
regular Sorcerer.
Yeah.
All right, Armin's just going to put his Inferno pistol into that razor wing.
Sure.
The Inferno pistol.
The fearsome arm and pistol. Here it comes.
Okay, hits.
Yep.
Need to check the strength.
It's
Strength
T6.
4, AP -2, 1 damage.
Yeah,
so
so 5.
needs us, yeah, nothing. And that
Hmm.
just leaves the thermal Gatling. Or the thermal knight,
I'm
sorry.
surprised he didn't do more to try and kill this squad off the objective here.
Yeah, he's just.
He's gonna fix these warriors so they're not.
Maybe fire an Avenger gun into it, maybe.
I mean, because as it stands, that's where he's scoring those objective points from. Is the engineers.
One of the
It
thermals
makes
at
sense to
least
just kill them and get them off the
into
board.
this.
Sure.
That's empty.
Well,
Number
it
10
seems
venom,
he's
right?
putting the disappointment into the squad and then the thermals into the venoms in front of
So
them.
one
It's
thermal.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
6.
Okay.
Except 5.
Okay. Yeah, so
Or
stubber
have guys in them. And
into there. One thermal into that venom,
sure.
and the other thermal into this razor wing.
Sure.
So the stubber first.
Just.
Yes, this is a very interesting choice of
Like
shooting.
reactions. The
That's the guy with the helm, so it's not going to matter.
he doesn't care about the negatives. Never mind.
Correct.
The coveted Dark Reaper Knight.
Ouch. Yep.
No, let's go. All right, so Stubber into the warriors.
And the good guy Ambush telling his opponent that it wouldn't matter and letting his opponent take back those CP.
Thermal shots
Indeed.
at the venom.
Yep.
A lot of
And
tournament players would love
disappointment
to
is
do this.
disappointing. Oh, but the thermal cannon has warmed up apparently after last round.
Ooh, okay.
So hits on threes.
The mage just smacked
Hitting
it.
on threes.
Wounds on threes.
That's all wounds there.
That-
And you're in Meltdown. So it's
That's
two
a lot of
hits.
saves.
Or, well, 2 pick the highest.
Yeah, exactly.
And what I need? A 6 probably? A
No.
2.
About that warming up.
Just take the 2 damage.
Sure.
And then that just leaves the shots into the Razor Wing.
Yep.
So big number, please.
I'm honestly surprised he
Yeah,
keeps
we're
split firing the thermals. I don't think it works that well.
3s
Come
again.
on.
Like, ask anyone how an errant does with just one thermal cannon. It's not very well.
Nice. 5 ups.
He's got the stubbers.
Oh dear.
That's Melter range. So
Yep. 1 at a time, yeah.
first one,
5.
5.
Oh, it looks like it turned out well for this particular
Yeah.
thermal cannon.
This one got smacked a little harder.
Third's
And
2.
Huh.
6 ups.
See how many 6-ups you can make.
Not
Enough.
enough.
Should be
Not
enough to kill
enough.
it.
Yeah. Statistically exactly enough.
7. 10 exactly. Exactly.
That's exactly enough to kill it. Wow.
Really annoying if I
No,
hadn't
I'm
killed
not
that.
gonna.
After like
Um,
that amount of shots.
Goes up on a 6. Doesn't matter. It's dead. That's Butcher's Bill.
Okay, so I
All right.
believe that is shooting.
Sure.
Done the starboard, done the thermals, done the Gatling guy, done all the sorcerers. Yeah, so that's shooting complete. So charge
Yep.
phase. The thermal knight is going to charge both venoms.
Sure.
It's a good choice.
Last time the venoms slopped off. Blink. Bah. Come on, English, work with me here. Plinked off some wounds in Overwatch. I don't think that's happening again with that roll.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, no.
No wounds.
one can only
Okay,
struggle
charge
against
roll.
the fate.
Is 6.
Yeah.
Should get him in on both.
Should be.
The glories of a giant fat base.
Just make sure he's still within an inch.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. Plague bearers are going to charge this 2-man warrior squad
Sure.
and this venom over here.
Okay. Um.
Now, see, this is important because charge moves can actually be used
uh,
to
so that is
really
total
keep
of,
your control of the board
4
and really
plus
make
10, so
sure
14.
that there's no holes in
And
this big
actually, I
blob
have
plague
to
bearer so
roll
somebody could get your
on separate
characters to. And
ones.
right now it doesn't look like there is, but
Guys on the
you could
ground
certainly
with
do
their
with
range.
getting a bit more board control out of them, a bit more movement.
Yeah, definitely.
Shots.
We've seen that done time and time again. It's just the best way to do it. Using those charged moves as getting a little extra
Look at that.
movement on the
That's
board.
ours.
It's not
Assault, you know, man,
And then
charge
charge
and
roll
fight phases are the most powerful
is,
phases of the game.
7.
You'll never change my mind.
So,
The only problem is getting there.
button.
Yep.
So that gets him in.
No, he's there.
Try this shit so I can get like recon and shit. So
Oh, and he did do that correctly because whenever you charge, the first model does have to end within an inch of whatever you charge at, but any subsequent models don't.
Yep.
So that is definitely a recon this turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. While you do that, I'm just gonna go grab some coffee quick.
So yeah, Ambush is continuing on his lead.
It looks
Yep.
like he might be trying to make sure the guys inside can't get out, and so they'll all just die. with that particular placement. I'm not sure it's going to work though.
I think that
But we'll
venom's
see.
empty, so there's probably no point in trying to like stop shit from getting out. The rest of them.
Yep, that's a very
Yep, there he
interesting
is.
interaction.
Yeah, he's going to go grab that objective. This little lone plague bearer, just to make sure he doesn't give up hold more.
Yeah, like I've said it before, but it's unrelenting. Just it's a vice. It's a grip. He's got a grip of the board. He's killing the units. He's scoring the objectives. He's denying position. It's just this is a very strong list. I would.
Now, if only they were Kriegers, then this would be a perfect list.
Kriegers with magic, you know better than that, Nova.
I'll have to go back there, and that should.
I'm gonna have to ask you to cease your heresy.
Looks like it, yeah.
I refuse.
Very interesting. It doesn't look like he's going to really put much into these Kabbalite.
You're fine.
Does
That is
not.
completely
Looks like he just did it for movement.
All right. So let me make sure I'm getting recon. Actually, yeah. I think. Can
yeah,
you?
do.
I think the. Oh yeah, I've
The
got
easiest
it. Yeah.
way is that you're less than 36 from the
Yeah.
edge.
So Knight
You're
gets
fine.
it in this quarter.
Yep.
Plague Bearer's got it in this quarter.
Yep.
Sorcerer or something gets it in this quarter. I need to roll
Yep.
Grims.
No mercy, no respite!
And do that at the end of your turn.
Yep,
Also,
sure.
actually killed 3 units last turn if you failed that.
You killed.
killed
Yeah,
the
if I
Plague
fail,
Bearers
yeah,
and
if I
the,
fail if I fail the morale on the Grims.
Just a forgotten morale being mopped up at the end of the turn.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just do the.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch!
There's not really.
Oh my lord!
Consolidate. So
You're gonna have
and you
to.
don't. You do have CP to interrupt. So I'll start with the Knight.
Yeah.
So he's got 5 attacks. You got 1 on 4. You got another 1 on 3. So he's gonna put.
No, how do you think I feel?
2 feet stomps into the 1 on 3 wounds, and the other 3 into the 1 on 4 wounds. So that'll be.
I don't know how to turn off these
9 on the 1 on 4 wounds to
alerts.
start with.
The deadly tap dance.
Forward to victory!
You said 3 attacks, right? So 9.
Yeah, 3 into the higher health one, and 2 into
Yep.
the lower health.
Yep.
Alright, hits on 3s.
Oh, the crest in me weeps at that sight.
Right.
Minus 3, so it's just straight damage. Strength 8 against your
Yeah,
toughness
3
5.
are wounds
Yeah.
enemy. So
And you don't get a save, so they're D3 each.
go ahead.
Unless he whiffs mask nuts down.
1, 2 plus 3 is 5.
5.
Dead. Does it blow up? No.
Okay, and then 6 into the other one, I believe.
Must have been an empty venom. Uh-oh.
That's not right. And I need it.
Does it blow? I guess it matters. It does not. I guess you kill
Okay.
more.
And then.
Oh, and there's the Gilmore.
Oh my goodness!
So after all the points will be tallied up, that's a 4-point lead.
Yeah, that's a hefty lead
Over the
to go
underdog.
for.
Oh, how do I turn off these
Especially
alerts?
with the mobility slowly trickling down.
Yeah, the death grip is kind of loosening, it looks like.
But maybe these 3 Venoms in the back might be able to swing back in the favor. Maybe he
Total
did have the
heroes.
plan.
I believe in them.
Because the plague
7.
champion's
Yes.
in there.
Yeah, the plague ridden.
4s again.
Yep.
Wounds on
Fives.
4s because they're strength 5
Yeah,
from the box spring.
Sorry, yeah.
And
That
then
is
every
correct.
roll fails.
2 roll. 1 wound. 1 4 up. It's fine.
Okay.
Plague Bear's
So
melee.
there's nobody in that
The
Venom?
most
No?
terrifying of
There's no
objects.
one in that Venom, no.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just.
Wait, squad 4, yeah. No, they are in here. They're
Oh, okay.
they're right here.
Hang
They're
on a
right
second.
here.
I need to pile
That's
in
the guys
properly then.
inside. Back here. I disembarked
right.
because you were in
right.
combat with it, so I disembarked so I could shoot.
Okay, yeah. So I don't need to pile in, I guess. Well, I'll just consolidate a bit before up.
Yep.
That's basically it.
Okay. So he's getting 2 attacks back with the blade veins. Are you -1 to hit? Right.
Yeah, -2 to hit because they're above 20.
You're about 20 still, yeah.
Yeah, there's only 3 lost out of that squad. So there's like 27 left.
Yep. So hitting on 6 of them. No.
Nothing.
Okay.
And then the warriors.
Yeah. So 3 attacks. I'm just gonna double check. So Kabalites, Sybarites, the
Yeah, sure.
squad leader, actually has 1 extra attack. You can go to take the time up on me. There we go. Because I'm gonna have plenty of time. We're both gonna have plenty of time. The Sybarite does get the extra attack. So 3 attacks on 3s, 4s, 5s.
Okay. All
Got there
right.
in the end.
And then T4, so wounds on 5s, I guess.
1 wound. Actually, would have been
Got a wound there.
because I get the
Dude
+1.
fails.
Doesn't matter. Yep.
And fails the feel no pain.
Oof.
He actually killed one.
Hero
Whoa, what?
Kabalites.
Cavalite actually killed one. Punched it to death. Don't ask how it was the one on the other side of the board. He just has a fist the size of Mars.
The leadership, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I
I'll do the
lost
brims.
3.
Alright,
Okay,
yeah.
your brims
I'll,
first.
alright, I'll do the brims. They lost how many? I think they lost 5 that turn.
6.
And their leadership 7, so they're good. And then the plague bearer.
Brimstone's actually passed.
4 plus 1 casualty, they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. Cool. I lost 3 and Kablights 4.
See,
they're very
now,
good.
Oof.
this
They're gone.
is a very important turn. Well,
Yeah, 'cause it's
to the
battle
next
round.
turn,
Sorry,
because
was that-
now the knights are going to start getting shot at.
This is Kablights
Yeah.
4. I just need to double check.
If he leaves the knights alone at this point,
It's battle round 2,
past
so
turn
yeah.
3, he's not going to be able to deal with them.
Sure. So there.
He just doesn't. He just won't have enough left.
It does. Yes.
Oh, and the Cablites have just failed their morale, so that's a lot of units dead.
The one by objective 4, it doesn't look like they suffered any. Well, they suffered 1, but you probably can't feel on 1.
Oh wait, leadership 8. Yeah, it kills them just. Roll 6.
Okay.
Plus 3. Yeah. Only kills 1. Sorry. Sybarite is still.
Alright, okay.
Math is hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
Pretty sure they're getting that wrong because I'm pretty sure the Separate is leadership
Yes.
7, not 8, but
Yeah,
not 7.
I wouldn't know about morale because I don't play armies that take morale.
Lost 1 guy here. They're fine. Lost 2 guys here. So they're.
Alright, so I guess I'll just pause and work out victory points.
Yep.
So
You kill more.
hold 1, kill 1, kill
hold the same.
more. We hold the same. I need a point recon, which I think would be
Yep.
marked up. Old school, I don't get anything more in yet.
Yep.
I got Butcher's Bill. Alright, so that's
Yep.
turn for you.
Cool. So you go ahead and click pass turn if you wanna.
alrighty.
Now, what will be interesting to see is if Blood goes after the Thermal Knight or the Gatling Knight.
Or he could be a madman and go straight for the Plague Bearers and just try and end them. I'm not sure he could do it, though, with the firepower
Well,
he's got.
It doesn't really matter because the Plague Bearers are a non-entity now at this point, honestly.
Honestly, I'm not sure
It's
I
all-
agree.
it's
They're
all-
holding
well-
so much.
True, but the Plague Bearers do nothing but hold. Like
That's
we
also
said,
fair.
it's the Knights. The Knights are what are going to shut down Blood's list, not the Plague Bearers.
Very true. Very true. And honestly,
right,
I
so
couldn't
let's-
tell you which one he's going to go for because I wouldn't know which one to go for myself. Maybe the thermal just because it's got a wound down on it, so it's slightly easier to kill. I mean, they're both equally horrible to like if they start shooting these vehicles, they're just going to evaporate.
I have to be focused
Broken.
on the. Okay, no. All right. Sorry about that. All right, so we have to do a little bit of a a battle round recap. We've got the point screen open on the screen right now. Let's just go ahead and do a bit of a recap as to what happened in battle round 2. Battle round 2.
Yeah, well, I mean, on Bloodstrudel's side, he managed to end a war dog. He managed to kill
Oh,
off
yep,
the
yep.
Grey Squad of Plague Bearers, I believe. Yeah, he
Yes.
did.
He killed
Took
one.
him 2
Yep.
turns to do it, but he did it. He knocked a wound off the spoiler in Overwatch, but other than that, he didn't actually accomplish a whole lot. Like, he killed some Brimstone, but nobody cared about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing here that it's it's not that he's not capable of doing it or anything like that. It's just it's so hard to do with those plague bearers that you can't do anything.
Yeah,
And
it's the knights that come, because when Ambush swung back with the knights and all his smites and things, I know you guys can't see, but Bloodstrudel lost 3. He's lost 6 venoms so far.
Yeah.
Or yeah, 6 venoms. That leaves him with 5 left. So he's consistently losing 3 a turn, and then he's
Yeah.
also lost a Razorwing so far and a smattering of some Cabalites. He only has 11. And at this point, only I say, and at this point, the Ravagers are going to start getting shot at.
Yep.
The Venoms have all moved out, so they're all going to start getting shot at a lot more.
Yeah.
And we just see. It's hard for me to find the words.
Is it vice? Because I feel like it's a vice grip, right?
It's
just
almost
so
like that. It's a crumpling. It's a
strangle.
you start to see things start dropping away. You start getting shorn down to a few units left.
Smothered.
You got that.
Strangled. Okay. All right. So yeah. So on to the actual recap here. Ambush did actually. He's leading the scores here. He's at 10 victory points versus Bloodstrudel 6. He was able to score kill 1, hold 1, kill more, and that was a result of 3 points plus his secondaries. And he was able to get another point in Butcher's Bill. Did he actually get recon? I feel like he. No. Yeah, he got recon. So he got recon. All right. Now Bloodstrudel was able to get the kill 1 and the hold 1, and he was actually able to get his recon. That's weird. I thought he scored engineers as well.
You can only score engineers on turn 2 onward.
Oh, okay. I see. So he did actually score engineers. I'm just lagging behind 1 turn. So yeah, as it stands, the score is 10-6. That's the recap there. Let's get back into the live gameplay. You hear that glitchy audio levels? All right, so we're seeing some movement from the Ravagers. Now you mentioned that there were blasters somewhere. Where are these blasters?
They're on
They
the
are
Archon.
on the Archons.
Oh, okay. The Archons have the blasters. All right. Sweet. I thought it was always standard to bring blasters in pretty much all your Cabalite squads. Like, to get 2 blasters into your 10-man squad. I thought that was like pretty standard procedure in list tailoring there.
Yeah, it looks like he's dropped the blasters in exchange for more venoms.
Yeah. Well, we've kind of saw it, and it's so easy to say it. Man, that's kind of becoming my coin phrase here. But it's very easy to be like, oh, well, Venom's didn't really do much for him, and he's kind of banking on something. But I mean, he is going against Plague Bearers and Chaos Knight. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, these profiles are. It's not that they're bad at killing infantry. It's just the Plague Bearers are too good at sustaining or surviving everything. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
and he's not going to shoot this profile at the knights because that's just. But as we're getting into turn 3, I kind of wonder how it would be if he just shot everything at a knight. Would there be any? It just kind of feels like
He would have done nothing. The splinter wounds on 6s.
Yeah. So, yeah, the target prioritization and the win condition is to shoot off these plague bearers off the map, right? And then go around, fly around, get objectives. But we're seeing here that plague bearers are just way too tanky for these profiles, and they're just being stubborn and surviving.
And the 2 blasters just whiffed completely, by the way, into the knight spoiler.
Shootings. I'm going to bring back the feed on the players here so we can hear those declarations.
All right.
Vibes rerolling once.
Okay, what's the declaration on this one right here?
This is into plague bears. This is splinter shots into plague bears.
Okay.
One dead.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go ahead and do the Venom 3. Guys inside first. 10 shot.
Sure.
Oof.
Okay.
Hits.
0.
Okay. No.
Nice.
One more dead.
I almost expected you to make that one. And then the Venom.
Oh man. Feel no
Screw you,
pains.
plague bearer. You're fired.
Venom itself.
That is significantly less hits.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh.
And no hits.
And then Venom
Poison.
2.
Sure.
The best and the worst thing.
Hate my asthma. 2 wounds.
Both passed.
Nice. And then the Venom itself.
And just to remind everybody, these guys are buffed by the miasma of pestilence. That is just a flat -1 to hit with anything.
2 wounds.
Yeah, just a -1 to hit.
It's flat -1 to hit. Anything you put it on the Nurgle unit, and it's -1 to hit, and that stacks with their existing -1 to hit for being over 20, which does last the entire phase. So if you start a phase over 20, you keep it no matter how many dudes you lose.
Venom
Is all I can say to that.
It's only the blaster shot so far. So 10 shot.
All right. The -2 just hurts so much.
It's almost like stacking minuses is a bad thing for a game.
2 ups equal 2 ups.
Well, I mean, are you
Like,
questioning?
honestly, if the unit has to rely on that to be good, then it's not a good unit.
I mean, Crimson Hunter X
Are also shit.
I'll put this into
I despise flyers.
from this flyer.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You're so jaded with that comment, sir.
Okay.
Yes, the knifers should just die like they should have.
Oh, I'm gonna rotate at this point.
Gotcha.
So
How dare you rotate those ion shields?
So 6 I get that back. I do not.
I don't think Bloodstrudel has made a single I get CP back
So
this
3,
entire game.
He made one, I believe, earlier.
Well, I guess it,
Splinters into
he didn't have many. What's his name? Didn't have many. Ambush didn't have many CP to begin with. I mean,
He had
he was
enough.
already.
one wound.
he's good.
3d3 with the neurotoxins. Two hits. And 2 to wound.
Come on, neurotoxin.
I'm
There's
just-
still 1 damage, yeah.
I'm just trying to think of like really good analogies for this kind of shooting. So yeah, I already did the one with
Throw
digging a
paste at
hole.
wall. I don't know.
I already did the one with digging a hole with a spoon.
Into the
And we see that he's putting a Ravager into the Plague Bears.
That's interesting. I did not expect that.
He must be trying to force their morale.
5s rolling once.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Look at that.
Oh, it
And
doesn't seem
looks
to
like
be
that
paying
choice
off.
did not. Yeah, that choice did not pay off.
Wound.
Mm.
Killed the plague bear, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, he killed the plague bear. And just for reference, the reason he's rolling them that way is because the disintegrator is flat 2 damage. So a way to fast roll it is just to roll as many saves as you failed, and then any successfuls you re-roll. And if you get the 5 again, then the dude lived.
I can see one guy with
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
with both of them, I guess. But it's if you put that guy, I'm not gonna be able to see him.
So I think this might be a mistake. Granted,
Is he fine?
trying to kill those plagues would be good, but wasting the Ravagers into them when there are knights that are still at full health is, I don't believe, good life decision.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting one.
Okay. 3 wounds.
Like, granted, there's a roadblock between this spoiler and the stuff, but doesn't matter when he has guns.
I mean, he's killing 1 plague bearer per Ravager. I'm not sure what he's attempting to accomplish.
Over here. Do I reach there?
I think he's trying to kill plague bears, man. He just wants them
Yeah,
off.
I guess. He's got how many dead left so far?
I mean,
Yeah,
it
Still
does. It
9
doesn't
so far,
matter.
so I
He's
guess.
trying his best. Okay, he's trying his best. He's making the mechanical plague.
Alright, alright.
That's 4 wounds.
2 dead.
Oh, that one killed the whole 2. Good job, you buddy.
Oh my god! And he takes down 2 plague. Oh my! Really, we should be just clapping for this because this is that's impressive right there. 2. I'm not being sarcastic.
You should see Caladius Grav Tank fire into them. It's brutal.
4 hits with the disintegrators. 3 wounds.
Oh,
And we see he's putting a whole plane into them as well.
3 more.
Oh, that plane killed 3. Hero plane.
what? What is this madness? Now we just seen 5 plague bearers get killed just right here in these last 2 shooting declarations.
So maybe this will actually, pay off because there's a distinct lack of plague bearers. I'm noticing.
Since
Yeah. One can only hope that when you declare attacks with everything at some one unit, it would die, right? So that this is the way.
I was hoping to get some pulled here. I was holding out because an empty venom actually killed Ariman 2 days ago.
Hero mode.
Yeah. So he's shooting into the plague bears with that venom.
Sure.
Yeah, he really wants to proc this morale phase, man. He just.
That's a lot of hits.
Oh wait, hang on a second.
Okay.
A lot of wounds.
Significant amount of wounds coming up.
5s and 6s now.
How many saves?
Feel no pains.
Okay.
Makes sense.
GW, we have a problem. We have a problem.
Lost 15 this turn.
Yeah.
That's 15 dead so far.
Can't have any more.
That's actually
Pretty significant.
What's the emote?
They are not.
Twitch chat, help me.
Kappa.
I guess yeah, he could. He can see.
No, it's not Kappa.
Shoot that one guy. Because it could get me one more.
Sorry,
Could
who's
actually
shooting
matter.
through where?
This.
Yeah, now if only this is where he gets that 1. Now that would just be a
That would hurt
very
so
disappointing
bad.
thing.
Misses, so it's fine. Do I have anything?
Oh, that's the Pog
I
Champ.
believe quoting numbers from here say I believe it's about a 30% chance to get it with the Biopiper, roughly.
It's not gonna matter.
Might be 32.
Probably. I have plenty of time. Where's the
It seems like they're both just shocked into doing nothing.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
you're
yeah.
just
Sorry,
looking
it's
out.
because we're using in-game voice. It doesn't work when I'm on the other screen.
Oh, right, okay.
9 inches.
You know, I don't know what happened, but my audio levels are all messed up now because ever since that first alert came off by Jen,
That's my
maybe it hit my speakers so hard that it just messed everything up.
No, I'm not gonna search.
Knocked him into next week.
1.
Aw,
3 plus 15.
That's
18.
that's a lot dead.
7, so at least another 11.
11. Yeah.
Oh dear, they might all be dead.
Whoa, hey. Whoa, it's like domino effect.
Just
the
enough to
unit.
kill them.
Okay.
Wow. Fantastic. Actually, that paid off so heroically there. What?
So that gives me hold more. Oh, sorry, I went first. Never mind. I'm stupid.
That's a whole squad down.
Mind me.
Indeed, it is. Could be a pullback from that,
Whoa.
honestly. Now he has nothing to really protect his characters.
He doesn't have any more plague bearers. I can't believe this.
Kill one.
It's quite impressive. Turn 3 killing 60 plague bearers is not what usually happens.
Yep.
Then again, Ambush did fail to get a 1 3 times in a row.
It's Ambush's turn. Guys,
no. He got a 1 3 times in a row. It was just on his thermal cannon.
I feel like the win conditions of this
So 8 there.
are just opening up for Dark Eldar here.
Yes and no. So what I'm guessing he's going to do is he's moving these characters to 2. He's going to just delete this Venom with his characters. He's probably going to shoot the Knight into the Razor Wing and the Venom. He'll probably thermal cannon 2 Ravagers, and then hopefully he'll try and disappointment the engineers to death, and then stomp.
Which would get him hold more. Assuming he has something to hold number 2. Which he does,
Yes.
if you remember the brimstones.
Yep, you see he just checked that he's within melter range of the Ravagers.
Your planes.
Personally, I would not split fire. I would just fire 2 thermal cannons into one of these.
Yep, this will be the first. Well, let's see here. Yeah, we haven't
It all
actually
depends
seen
on what
them.
he does with this character bomb.
Yeah.
Depending on where they go, could
Oh.
win him or lose him this turn.
Honestly, I'd just send the Sloppity Bile Piper to just go do his own thing, because he's completely useless at this point. He has no more plague bearers to buff.
And it seems like he's moving our men away from the point. He needs to get someone onto 2.
Yep, he's definitely going to want to contest that objective. But I think he does what Bloodmoon says and moves the Sloppity Bile Piper there.
Okay, so he's closer to the Razor Wing than the Venom for the purposes of Smite, it appears. Terminator Sorcerer.
Okay. So he might be trying to smite 1, but he definitely needs to get someone onto 2. Nope, I
Oh,
don't understand what he's doing now. He's going to
He has
give up.
remember, he
more.
has brimstones in this building.
Oh, that is correct. I totally forgot about them. Let's see if you've remembered them.
Yeah.
Closer to the Venom for the purpose
what? Oh, I didn't notice them here. Yeah, they're totally in that building right now, so they could actually contest that objective.
he would hold it. The Venom doesn't have obsec.
Oh yeah, you're right.
for 2.
So let's see if he remembers them.
To Ambush's credit, he's been playing this game pretty well. I think his target prioritization's been pretty on point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I believe that's movement. So
Oh, nope. Yep. This
He
is probably
forgot
the
it.
point that
Now, if he suddenly remembers,
if
that's
he loses at this point, I think this is what lost him the point, not moving those brims onto objective 2.
the Poxbringer is not going to do
It's
anything.
possible.
keep that paw
Yeah.
away from that building.
Why do I need to do this now?
Now, if we
Terminator
know,
Sorcerer is going to go for.
if he suddenly remembers, that means that somebody in Twitch chat told him.
Of course. No other explanation, right?
Fires on.
Oh, and Zorath, only one wound has been taken by Knight.
This Razor Wing for 3 mortals.
Yeah, the knights are basically unharmed.
Top move next turn.
Ooh, Doom Bolt went off on Razor One.
Take 3.
Then he's going to go for Weaver of Fates.
Did they already change my HP there, or?
You are on 7
Yeah, good.
from the
Good.
previous
They
turn.
did not then. They didn't.
Alright, so Weaver of Fates next.
Yep.
Firing on a 5, I think. That's a.
So Weaver of Fates is going to buff up someone's invulnerable.
Weaver of Fates to our.
Armin. They're up invulnerable.
Yeah, that
Pretty
was there.
obvious.
Yep.
So Terminator Sorcerer is cast out of 1 more from the regular Sorcerer, so Armin is going to go for. Infernal Gaze. Fires, targeting this Razor Wing on 4 over here. Takes 2 mortals.
He's been really lucky with that Infernal Gaze.
Alright, I'm going to give him the benefit. I'm going to say he might be trying to charge those things into the Venom.
Yeah,
He can
it's very
still charge
possible.
them, yeah.
Because it is only on 2 wounds, so probably.
I mean, even if he charges them in, he can pile around and get it.
Well, as long as he just gets the one within the 1 inch, he just can move right onto the ejector.
But if he remembered, why not just move them and just completely minimize
Hey,
the
man,
risk
maybe
of not making
he's
that
playing-
charge?
200 IQ plays, man. I don't know.
Maybe he's saving them for next. I don't know.
Okay.
2 seconds.
Yeah, it's 200 IQ play, dude. I love it.
Alright, now let's see where. Yep, yeah, he's probably gonna shoot the Venom with.
Skip Armin's final cast. Oh no, sorry, it isn't. I still have the normal Sorcerer. So the normal Sorcerer is going to use his own smite.
Yeah.
And it's going to hit that Razor Wing.
Did you not swap his smite?
No, he has smite plus temporal
That's
manipulation.
Perils and a Super Smite.
A third.
Okay.
And the third one was the one I swapped.
Yeah.
That's a Super Smite, by the way. So
Yeah.
I'll do his Mortal Wounds first.
Okay.
He takes 2. And your Razor Wing takes 4 mortals.
That's probably a very dead Razor Wing.
So
Yep.
Yeah, very dead.
let's blow up.
This is the second time he's gotten off the Super Smite on the barrels.
Yeah.
So that's basically.
Also, the second time he's taken 2 wounds from it.
Shooting phase.
Coincidence? I think not.
Let me see. Oh, hang on before I do anything else. Packs for the draft.
Sure.
Because I apparently always forget. Again, 11 or 12. He's good.
Sure.
So, shooting. Let's start with.
It's not battle round. If it was battle round 5 or more, if it was battle round 5 or more, you would have failed that.
Oh, that's right, because you're like -1 leadership.
Yeah, then I'm -1.
Let me just work out the sequencing here. Bear with me. Alright, Armin did not advance, I believe. He was the only one out of that mob that didn't advance. No, the regular Sorcerer didn't advance either, so let's do the easy stuff.
Didn't you roll
Armin's-
2 on that?
2 and what?
The sorcerer.
Yeah, the Terminator Sorcerer got the 2 on the advance, yeah.
Yeah.
The normal Sorcerer just moved his regular 6, and Armin didn't even move 6.
Okay. Yeah.
So Armin's going to put his pistol into the Venom to start with.
Sure.
Hits.
5.
Doesn't wound. The Terminator Sorcerer is going to put his Combi Bolter into. Sorry, not the Terminator Sorcerer. The normal Sorcerer is going to put his Combi Bolter into the Venom.
Yeah.
So he's in Rapid Fire,
He is. Yes.
and he'll reroll ones from being within 6 of ours.
Now he's declaring shooting at this Venom, so
2 saves.
Of course.
being
Might
indicative.
want to kill it. Oh,
Okay.
well.
See, maybe he was just trying to make you a 1 HP, so it'd be easier for the.
Gatling stubber
That's enough.
into this guy.
Sure.
Disappointment being put into the one saber right there.
And Gatlings, all of them into that guy. Yeah, let's do
This
that.
guy does not ignore penalties to hit, right?
No, he'll hit on 4s, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend 2 CP to lightning fast reactions.
Sure, I'll see if I get one back from Helm.
I do not.
And I also don't. Okay.
Alright, so we are now at a 0 CP game.
Threes.
Yep.
Winning on 3s.
Oh, disappointment. Come on, disappointment. Oh my god.
Oh,
So force.
Yep.
Cushion cover. 6s. Just gonna roll 1. What is that?
Alright, and then the 24 shots into the Venom.
So that's his kill.
there it is.
Can everyone still hear me all right?
Yep.
All right, cool. My computer's glitched out. Sometimes it makes me unable to be heard.
Nice one.
Winning on
Threes.
3s.
And 5s. It is dead.
Even with lightning fast, it's a dead
Mm.
venom.
Does not. So
I mean, that's the power of 24 Gatling cannons.
For everyone.
Dual Gatling is scary.
2 units dead.
And consistently, he keeps killing 2 of them as they come out.
And the Medusae.
Oh, and those were actual
Oh.
units that died too. So that got him his
Gilmore.
Butcher's Bill and Gilmore.
Look at that.
Just by killing 1 Venom, he got Gilmore.
3 inches.
Amazing.
Ooh, this is the first time I've seen this. What is this called? Slith?
Yeah, it's just a lip.
So continue with shooting, I guess. Just the Thermal
Yep.
Knight. Thermal Knight is going to put his stubber into these 2 guys,
Sure.
and he's going to put.
Come on, disappointment.
He's going to split shots with the.
It looks like he's gonna risk it.
One into this Ravager.
Sure.
And one into this one.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so let's start with the stubbers. 3s. All hits.
Yep.
And all wound.
5s. And 6s. They're all dead.
And then thermals.
That was into the squad here,
The
right?
2-man squad on the objective, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright, so he takes out the engineer squad with the stubber.
gets
With disappointment.
shots.
Nice.
Hits on 3s.
T6.
Wounds on.
Come on, Thermal. I believe in you.
5 up.
I had to say something.
2D. Well, it'll be 2d6 or melter.
It should be, yeah. Yeah. Should be.
Take 6.
Oh, nice.
6 6s, please. Come on.
He needs to make these saves. Oh, okay.
Down 6.
And then the back Ravager. 3 shots. One save.
5 up.
That's going to be Melta again.
Yep.
5.
So if he hadn't in a split, he probably would have killed 1, but as it is, he did not.
Yeah, the one
I
close.
mean, he has kill more anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, I put the front one back up to 10.
Yeah, I did.
Actually, I think I did target the front one, but I can't remember.
I think it was middle one and back one.
I think it might have been, yeah. It probably doesn't, not a huge deal. Alright, so that's basically shooting, I believe. So charges. Piper is going to charge your Venom.
Sure.
Bad
Two
about the
hits.
drums.
Force, 1 wound.
Ah, he's good. Gets a 4. Is that enough?
Remember, it's to the base on the venoms.
He's 3.3 away, so force planting.
Yep. You're fine.
Needs to be a bit closer.
You're fine.
Okay, Poxbringer, same target.
Sure.
8.
Should be in, yeah.
Okay, can he pass between the gap between Piper's base and
He's
your fence?
he's
He's too big.
above
Okay.
1 inch. He cannot. He has and within 1 inch as well. So.
Yeah, so I have 2 more inches of movement.
Hello, I'm back.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And that will get him hold for now.
Spoiler over here with the Gatling. Gonna charge your Slith, I guess.
Sure. He has no shooting. He does. But it doesn't matter.
In case anyone is confused on why there's a Slith and a Larman and a Medusa, which are all, let's be honest, quite poor units, it's so he can get more Venoms, because you can only get 1 dedicated transport for every other slot that you occupy, so each one of these guys is an extra Venom slot.
But and then the Knight's gonna charge your 3-1 warrior,
Sure.
the Thermal Knight.
Man, I would really like to ask Eladaris a bit of a breakdown on the Venom unit. And
Basically, it's a party bus that kills infantry.
Okay, and you've no CP for interrupts, so it doesn't
I
really
do
matter,
not.
I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, let's start with the Thermal Knight.
Is this a knight into?
Sorry?
Where is this? Because you were like.
Oh, the Thermal Knight is into your warriors.
They're dead. They're dead. They're dead.
Sure, you just don't even bother. Alright, let's
You-
go. So
You do
consolidate.
not need to roll that. That's super stupid. Let's not waste time.
Doesn't look like enough to get him in there.
So close. Alright.
We're getting hold.
The other Knight into the Slith.
I mean, that actually does not matter. That you didn't get in there.
Yeah, because I guess I've denied you holding. I get home more regardless.
Yeah.
Alright, so 13. 15 attacks into the Slith.
Yep.
Any hit penalties, or is he just hitting on 3s?
3s.
Toughness.
5.
So wounds on 3s.
5 up.
FE minus 3. Alright, okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, he has 3 wounds.
He's very dead.
Massively, hopefully. Open.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check. I'm not sure they do get.
Oh, the Cabal bonuses?
Yeah. I don't think they get the thingy bob.
The Feel No Pain.
They do not get powerful pain. Nope, he's dead.
Alright. So consolidate.
Yep.
Let's see how he does the consolidation over
So
here.
we've done the 2 Knights.
Looks like he's already done.
Piper and Poxbringer.
Yep.
Alright, let's start with Poxbringer. So
Sure.
pile in.
He really should have went around more just to make sure the Biopiper gets in.
4, right?
3
Agree.
attacks. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s at AP minus.
Yep.
Oh, he actually wins on 5s because he's strength 6. He gets his own buff. 2 hits, 3's wound, rerolling field.
Yep.
2 saves to make at AP minus 3.
No AP. I don't know.
So they're 1 damage each.
Yeah, so he's dead. Does it blow
Okay.
up?
Oh, it's dead.
And then he can do his pile in. He can just consolidate and then Bad Pepper.
Yeah, but they would have to. Yeah, exactly. Towards and closer to, not towards.
I think that's turn.
Sure.
So
You get
pausing
kill
the
more
scoring.
and hold more.
Somebody's marked victory points already, I guess.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's hell when they do
You were
that.
like, I was like, wait a
It's
minute.
super annoying. Yeah, it's
All
super
right.
annoying.
So it's just straight to your turn, I guess.
Yep. Mm-mm-mm.
So far, Ambush is beginning 5 points a turn, every turn.
Yep.
So I guess
At this point, it's just if Bloodstrudel can catch up,
He needs to kill a knight this turn.
what we're gonna do
pretty much.
is
If he can do that, he's in a good spot.
I think it's 10 now. Just have to double check.
All right, so let's get into the score screen. Okay, so this is now. I think we're about to get into battle round 4, isn't it? Yeah. Do you guys know off the top of your head? I think this is battle round 4 that they're currently playing.
This is better on for you.
All right. Actually. All right, so let's just do kind of a review as to what actually happened in battle round 3. Yeah, I mean, Bloodstrudel was able to actually take out all the plague bearers, but there are knights still on the board, so that's gonna not pan so great for your vehicles, of course. Let's take a look at the objectives that were actually scored. Looks like we have Ambush here with the kill 1 and the hold 1, and he did of course kill more and he held more. So he did a pretty good job there, scoring the 4 out of 5 possible points that he could have got. He got a point in Butcher's Bill. Not sure if we got the recon.
Looks like he did not.
He did not get the recon. Okay. I always wonder if that's because they didn't update it or they forgot, but yeah. And so for on Bloodstrudel's turn here, he did kill 1 and hold 1. So he did also score the recon secondary there, and then managed to squeeze 1 last engineers there. But I do believe that the engineer squad is dead.
He has 1 more engineer squad. You can pick 2.
Oh, you picked 2. Okay, I'm sorry, I was mistaken on that. So he still has that.
Yeah, they're tucked into that building in the left corner, far left corner.
Yes, there they are. Those are the engineers. One of my favorite secondary objectives, to be honest. So he did score some points on that. So 1 for recon, 1 for engineers. So the score is 15-10. I gotta say, as far as how this game is panning out, I thought it was going to be over turn 3, but it actually it looks pretty solid. I think.
Well, if Blood cannot kill, or at least bracket one of these knights, it is over.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think that they're just going to kill everything if he doesn't.
It could come down to ground control. Like that could be it. As much as I made fun of it earlier, that's what it could come down to.
And just so if anybody is rusty on their secondary objectives, ground control earns 1 point for each objective held at the end of the last battle round played. So I don't know if it's even possible for him to get the 4 points on that, but yeah, he's going to need to kill a knight. And unfortunately, there's not much on the Eldar side, or Dark Eldar side, that actually has the profile to take out the knights. So
yeah, no,
it will be interesting to see if he can assassinate this sorcerer here, because he's pulled up this venom to clearly come and try and kill this thing.
Sure, yeah. All right, so that's going to conclude that battle round review there. Let's get back in to the game. All right, so movement phase. This is Bloodstrudel's turn. Yep. This is what happens when you don't bring enough anti-tank in your list.
It's possible he just hoped for better matchups than mostly mechanized lists.
I mean, Alpha League and the way that it's set up is that it's kind of like this, revolving door, right? You never know who's going to bring what, and, things are always shaken up, things are always changed. New rules get updated. I actually don't remember if Pigsy actually allowed for the changes to be applied mid-season. I think there was actually a change there. Before it used to be that you could use the new rules or FAQs or anything that came out in the next battle round, but I think that might have changed. Do you guys know off the top of your head?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah. I'll have to get back to you guys on that. But yeah, I mean, basically the whole point that I was trying to get to is that it's best to equip your lists with everything to deal with all possible threats. And I'm gonna get these player audios back in because we're already in the shooting phase.
All hits. 5 wounds.
Saving on 2s.
Yes.
He's
Nice.
fine.
And then I don't think I managed to do that. I'm just gonna measure the ranges here quick. 13.6. Yeah. So this Ravager is gonna go ahead and shoot your Swapped Piper.
Okay.
Interesting. He's still just ignoring the knights.
Yep.
I'm
9 shots.
intrigued by this.
See if it
No
pays
minus
off.
hit, right?
No negatives.
Thank God there's no minus to hit on that guy.
Last turn, but yeah, he's T5, so you'll win on
T5.
force.
Force, yeah.
Looks like he might be dead.
So
Oh, dearie me.
he's probably dead. Yes, he's dead.
Okay. He's definitely closer to the knight. We're gonna shoot the blaster from this Archon
Sure.
into the knight. Hits on a 2. Nope. Oh, rerolls for himself. Hits. And then wounds on a 4. Nope. Other Archon's gonna shoot his blaster into that knight.
Okay.
2 and 4. Hits.
He actually wounded.
Yes.
Failed.
D6. For 6.
Oh. Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot. I guess I have no options. This Razor Wing is gonna shoot everything.
Sure.
I wonder why he shot the Bile Piper.
So splint rifles just to get them out of the way.
He was probably just trying to make sure he did get a kill this turn.
But he already killed something. He killed the sorcerer already.
7 minus 1.
Then I have no idea.
1 damage. Missiles.
Maybe shooting for kill more.
Reroll
I don't know.
Yeah, that would be
Maybe
pretty
this one
cheeky,
can't.
but
No, this one can definitely save night.
Hitting on 3s first. Sorry. Not moving on 4s.
Mm.
1 wound. Minus 1. Not that it matters.
And this is at the night, yeah?
It's just 1 damage as well.
I failed.
And then the disintegrators.
Sorry about that.
I still don't think he should really ignore the knights. He should at least try and bracket them, just to make their blessings go worse.
10 shots from the venom.
Well, that doesn't affect the thermal knight.
I mean, if it's bracketed, it's still affected.
You're right, I'm an idiot.
Reroll once. I mean, it's not gonna matter. No. I should just skip that, to be honest. This Ravager into this knight.
Okay.
Six. 9 shots. Force. Because it is bracketed. 5s. 2 wounds.
2 5
Hello?
ups.
Yep.
Takes
Takes
2.
Okay. Sorry about that. No, I was observing it. I was trying to get it fixed up.
Okay. I don't think. Guess. Venom 3. He's gonna shoot 20 shots in there. The guy's inside and the Venom.
Alright, yeah, that's good.
Believe in you, Splinter.
Because he is closer than the characters that he can see. So.
Yeah.
Ten times. Wait, was this Venom 3? Yeah, they're still inside.
Neri brought up an interesting point that Bloodstrudel might just be trying to deny as many points as he can at this point, instead of trying to actually.
Yeah, that's what
kill the
I think, but still, it's 2 full health knights at turn 4 is not something you really want to be happening.
Was kind of inevitable, honestly.
Yeah.
Because this 5 wound Ravager is dead from melee. At least,
So before your turn ends,
I think the Ravagers are done for this turn.
Venom, which I believe is
Weren't I outside?
Oh dear.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's
He put it within the opener. Oh, well, that's
Not
dead.
again.
I was a
Yep.
complete fucker.
so he wait,
I don't need to control any objectives right now, so
Oh well,
it
it's
just gets
me
me
first.
a little bit of movement.
Yeah, I get first because it's my
Ah,
turn.
that's right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna base to base you here.
Okay.
like that really matters.
It's the gesture that matters.
The gesture is futile.
1 hit and not a wound. Okay.
So hits on 3s.
Oh, so huge.
Wounds on 3s.
Oh
They're
dear.
at -3, so he's just toast.
He's toast. Does it blow up? It does not. Oh, so bad of me.
Were there guys in that?
Not in 5.
Okay. Consolidate.
In 2 and in 3. Consolidate has to end closer to the race room. Not that it matters.
Oh, your Archon ended up back here. Okay. There's no advantage to consolidating at this point, so I'm not.
I was sighing really loudly. Might have been that.
Actually, I am. So consolidate.
And there's that
Okay.
consolidation to get extra movement.
Right.
Of
But
the
it's-
Razor Wing, yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
All right. So, any leadership tests for you to take? I don't think there's any for me to take,
Because
so I guess
it's to the
just
bases
ignoring you.
for
Oh,
that, even though the players
and then
say you measure from the model, you still measure from the base for the rule of
Yeah.
1 inch.
I think you get recon, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you got that. You got that raider in that quarter. Okay.
Yep. That's recon maxed.
So technically he's wrong, but we are here to
Yep.
not judge, but to cast judgment.
Okay.
Cool.
So I guess just pass when you're ready.
Time's on you.
Oh, it's on me already.
Yes,
So it
right
is.
now.
Okay. Let's see. Knight, Thermal Knight. Foxbringer stays where he is.
Still forgetting about those brimstones.
Let me work this out then.
No,
Let's
you
do the Thermal
cannot
Knight.
end the knight right there.
The
You
Bryn
cannot end the
who?
move within an inch.
Oh, it can't end away within an inch.
The change
on
is it
consolidate?
can move within an inch, but it cannot end a movement within
Oh,
1
okay.
inch. I
So
was
I need to
sure
move
that
it
was
back a
the
bit,
way.
I
I
guess.
had to just do that.
Yep, and they got it.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Because you can move
I thought
across
it
the
could tag
base.
it on the consolidate as
No.
well, but I guess I misremembered. All right.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you can tag it. Sure. Yeah. I'm stupid. Of course you can tag it in combat. Of course you can. You just can't charge it.
And he can't
Yeah. I'm stupid.
tag it into combat either. Because it's supersonic, and you can't hit supersonic aircraft with a non-flight vehicle.
So charging to this Ravager is going to be measure to hull or base?
Yep. Hull. Ravagers are hull, and Venoms are base. For some reason.
So that's essentially an unfailable charge right there.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
to confirm before I lock him in.
Like,
All right, so he's going to go.
I don't know how to measure that because
Actually, no, correction, I'm talking out of my ass. You can tag supersonic flyers in combat, you can't charge them. My bad, guys.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
with
and you
with
can't attack
Ravagers.
them either.
Yeah, it's like the hull is like so far off the ground.
Yeah, I mean it's a 3
Uh,
inch to the base anyway. So
All right. I'll nudge him a bit closer, so he's like 2.9, and it's basically unfailable.
yeah.
This guy
It's unfailable now.
is falling back.
Sure.
So if everything goes what I assume is according to the plan, all 3 of these Ravagers are going to be dead.
Yes. One from what I believe he might do is he'll charge one and then thermal the other 2.
Okay.
And then he'll probably try and Gatling the Venoms.
Honestly, I was thinking he would thermal one, Gatling the other, and melee the other. The last one. And then maybe like smite this Venom to death.
Yeah, hopefully he remembers to put the Flamers and the Disappointment into the Archon. Right, ISC.
Just testing out my mic. Okay, I am very
Dread
low.
Blade Pacts. I remembered during my turn for once.
And
He's good. All right, Armin's moved. Terminator's moved. I think that's basic.
No, they're not let you see what you get. One is double thermal, the other is double Gatling.
Cannot grab that objective.
The one with the red base is double thermal, the other one is double Gatling.
Let's put him back there. All right, that's movement. Psychic phase. I've no gaze now. So let's go for smite from the Poxbringer, and I'm not sure which is the closest.
Sure. It's outside, so no smite.
Oh, it's out of range. All right, okay.
Yeah, you have 18, right?
Yeah, he's 18. I completely forgot. So no smite. That brings me to Araman. No, that's Hangfire. The Terminator Sorcerer is going to Doombolt,
Sure.
getting +2 to the cast. 7, 8, 9 fires, hitting that value.
So I am going to attempt to deny that with my relic.
All right, okay. So a 9. You need to get
Did
10
you
or
get a
more.
9? Did you get an 8 or?
I got a
9?
9. I rolled a 7 on the dice, and he gets
Yeah, I'm
+2
not
to his
gonna.
first cast.
I saw the 7, so no, I'm not gonna deny
All right,
that.
so D3 on the Venom.
Yep.
1.
Helps
On the
movement as well,
Doombolt.
right?
Have a little Doombolt token. Terminator's going to put his smite into it next.
Yep.
That is a super smite on an 11 because he gets +1 from
Yeah,
High Magister and all
smite.
cast.
I need a 12 to deny that.
It's a super smite because this guy has +1 to
trying.
cast.
Nope.
Take 2.
D6.
Armin is going to put his smite into it.
Sure.
Fires on a 7,
Yeah,
including his
I'm gonna
bonus.
attempt to deny that. I'm 99% sure I'm in range. Oh yeah. Yeah, denies.
You
So you
denied
have
it?
perils.
Okay, so I take perils.
Yep.
He takes
Takes
2.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, and that Weaver face thing's gone. And you're out at denies now, right?
Yes,
And Armin has 2 spells left, I believe. Yes.
you cast 1, so 2.
All right. So he's going to use his smite, I guess.
Wasn't that smite you
it-
just cast?
It was smite I just cast. It should be Infernal Gaze then.
Yeah.
I can either keep the roll or re-roll it. It fires on a 5, which he's got anyway, or I can re-roll it. It's up to you.
Just reroll it, I guess.
Okay, he paralyzes
Yeah.
himself and takes 1.
Okay, he didn't kill himself.
Okay, that's great.
Good lord.
Then I guess his final one has to be Cincius Firestorm, which fires on 7. It's going to hit the same venom.
Yeah.
1 mortal.
That's more the average.
It's down to 2.
Thus concludes the psychic phase. So shooting, Armin's going to put his pistol into the venom.
Sure. Misses.
Rerolls.
Yep.
Because of his own aura, hits
And a 5.
and fails to wound. Terminator Sorcerer's going to put his combi bolter in.
I'm wondering why he didn't have the Poxbringer cast -1 to hit on itself.
Yep.
Nothing. Okay, Knights. Thermal Knight. Let me see. Gatling Knight is going to put 1 Gatling into this venom.
Oh, that's
The other
interesting
one
choice when
into-
the Terminator could just yeet him.
There's people inside the venom. That's why he's concerned. I
Ravager.
think.
Oh, and he's forgot about his
Gatling in, and
flames.
the Stubber's going to go.
But that's a good thing because everyone forgets about the heavy flamers because they're trash.
They're pretty trash.
Stubborn Ravager and
2
Gatlings.
hits. Yeah, 1 Gatling at the same Ravager and the other Gatling at the 2 wound venom.
Yep.
Stubber scores 2 wounds on the Ravager.
4 ups. I do believe. I don't think they have 3 ups, right? They have 4 ups.
I think they're 4 or 5 up, yeah.
And 6 ups. Nope,
Okay.
takes 2.
And then 12 from the Gatlings.
Ain't no kill like overkill.
Hitting on 4s. This is at the Ravager.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Didn't need to.
Why is he hitting on 4s? For Ravager?
2 each.
6s.
Does anybody know?
No idea.
It is dead.
Oh, it's only
I
on
mean, I
4s.
guess it doesn't matter. It's dead anyway.
It does not blow.
Alright, and then the remaining 12 into the 2 wound venom.
Yep.
4s again.
Yep.
Ugh.
3s.
You were wounding on 4s on the Ravager, right?
Yeah, I was wounding on 4s, yeah.
Yeah, good. 5 ups. 4, it's dead.
Does it
That was this
explode?
one, right?
That's, yeah, the 1 on 2 wounds, yeah.
Does it blow? Does not. 5 guys inside.
Let's see if 2 die again.
Probably should have
And they're all
started with that.
fine. That was Venom number 2, correct? Yep. Wait. In there, they have so many attacks though. Guess I could put 1 there.
I find it interesting that his warlord is back here on subjective. He already has the Capelites holding it, so I don't know why it's there.
He probably
Especially when it could
tried
be...
to run it away from the big scary knights.
I think that
I mean,
guy at the
oh yeah,
back,
yeah.
the
Sorry,
knight
sorry.
guy.
Yeah.
I mean, 2+ invulnerable.
There you go.
All right.
If they all
So,
one, you're
just
dead
use
though.
the
So
thermal knight. All right. He is
see where
gonna
the thermal's
put-
going.
Ugh. Number 3
So-
Vanity, empty or passengers?
Has passengers. Yes.
Balls. All right. The thermal knight is going to put both thermals into this Ravager.
There we go.
The stubber into this one on like 5 wounds.
Okay.
So stubber first.
Sure. On threes. Fives.
Nothing. And then the 2d6 shots from the thermal
Into the venom, yeah.
into the Ravager in the
Oh,
ruin.
yeah, sorry, yeah.
That's
Nice.
9 shots. I don't think he's bracketed yet, is he?
He is not, no.
Okay.
Oh, you're
I would hope so with 21 wounds left.
threes.
Threes again.
Brackets every 3 wounds. Easy.
5 ups. I'm gonna take my dice.
Yes, these ones have been microwaved.
Nope.
All right,
You
so
are in melter range, right?
I assume
Yes,
so.
You
Yeah.
are.
First,
First one.
4.
4, sorry. Wishful
Second,
thinking.
6.
Nice.
Third is 2. Fourth is 6.
So that's 18 wounds onto
18.
that one little
There needs to be
Ravager.
9 6s here for him to live. He needs to make half of these rolls be a 6.
Yep.
Super dead. Does it blow up?
I mean, if it was a 2-up, it would have been fine.
I think that pretty much concludes shooting,
Sure.
I believe. So charges. Thermal Knight is going to charge this Ravager.
9 shots. One hit. And a 5. Nope.
And he's in for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What I get like a 7. The Terminator Sorcerer going to charge the Cowblights that just fell out of that Venom.
Sure.
That should secure hold more for ambush.
Cannot see.
Yes.
I think you've got lines.
Well,
No, one is inside the room.
Oh,
Back
okay.
here.
Well, no, because ambush will
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
2
yeah,
once that Ravager. Yeah,
He
8
will.
shots.
unless the Ravager survives.
it's not gonna survive.
I don't know, man. It's a crash night, so it could fail to hit. Or it's not a crash night, so it could fail.
Oh, Terminator charging in. Trying to kill these Capelites.
Armin, I need to leave space for Armin actually. So let's just jam him in there. Armin charging same as Cowblights.
Sure.
I guess I just roll. Gets a 6, which I think is probably enough.
Should be. Yep. We're fine.
Okay, so I'll start with the Knight on the Ravager.
Sure.
Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s.
It's dead.
There's
Does it blow?
oh, sorry.
It's fine. It
Does.
does. D3 on you.
2.
2.
19. And he would have to consolidate towards the.
And I see he didn't charge his other Night Despoiler.
No, he did
Crap.
not.
I was supposed to charge that blaster Archon. Never mind. I forgot. It's my fault. All right. Terminator
He just
Sorcerer
forgot.
into Warriors. Wait, is that the right way to do this? Yeah, let's do that. You check his attacks. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s from Araman. That's strength 6, so wounding on 2s, AP -1, D3 damage. All right.
Yeah.
All
Hits.
hit. 2
2
saves.
wounds.
Well, no saves, I guess, and they're D3 damage.
Yeah, so roll the damage.
1 6, or sorry, 1 3 and 1 1.
Yeah, so the one survives.
Survives.
The other one dies. So 1 dies.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just gonna base that guy.
Yep.
Armin gets his 4 attacks, I think.
Something like that.
4
yeah.
hitting
Or
on
5.
2s, rerolling 1s. That's strength.
Zoriath, I think he actually did,
6. So 2s to hit, 2s
but he
to
might have done it.
miss.
He might have done it on the spoiler. Then again, I haven't seen him use it, but it does seem like something.
I
he
don't
should
think
use.
he bought any vials.
2 wounds.
That's weird.
No saves?
Probably his AP, so no save.
Is it minus?
It's gonna be check. It is AP minus 1 and 3 damage.
Okay, so 6 up saves. I'm fine.
Wow.
Pylon.
Did you base both of these with this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is that all of your fighting?
Yeah, that's one of my fights. So just your fight back with the Cabalites.
He's just piling in this way. Okay, so I get 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks into Arman.
Sure.
This could end up being a bad mistake if Armin dies.
Because of the current
Yeah.
the power from pain.
And then wounding
And then
on
5.
5s.
Yeah, 2 wounds.
2,
Yep,
3 ups.
could happen.
He's good. All right.
Cool.
I guess
Leadership is
you're
fine
immune to
here.
leadership at this point, or is it next battle round you're immune to leadership?
It does not matter. I lost 1 guy.
Yeah, I think that's turn then.
Sure. You are
No
holding 1.
pylons or consolidates.
You're holding more.
Pause the clock.
Yep.
I think I could kill more as well, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, for sure.
I get another one in recon.
Yep.
I think I get Butcher's Bill that turn as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we see 21 to 14. It's not looking good for blood.
Interesting. It's gonna be really rough, but not impossible. Times 1.
Yeah, I'm voting on it's gonna be not impossible for him to pull it.
Okay.
A 7-point lead at this stage of the game is very difficult to pull off.
He does not have enough to get a full amount of ground control is what he really needs.
Yeah. He's got, how many units has he got? He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 5. He's got 7 units left.
And he has to survive 2 more rounds of shooting with knights that are pretty much at full health and with nothing that can really damage him.
He's got disintegrators from this Razor Wing. That's it. And blasters, I guess.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Down.
Basically, if he doesn't kill this Avenger Gatling and Ambush plays it, I believe the more correct version, the Gatling survives, it kills the Venom. He needs to kill the Venom.
There we go. And
then the Thermal Knight will kill the Razor Wing potentially. And then that's pretty much it. Once the Venom and the Razor Wing are dead, it's over for blood.
1.
There's no real way he can pull it back.
He's fine.
If the Gatling Knight can get towards the wall. Oh, never mind.
They're not closer than 1 inch from
Yeah, he moved back.
He's moving back.
the walls.
What I see happening is these characters just smite the Capitalites or try and smite the Archon to death because magic cares not about your invulnerable.
Looks like you
And
can
then
pretty reasonably make it and still control the
the Venom and Razor Wing need to die.
That is no issue. Is that where you can?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless he
It all
brackets
depends on if he can bracket this knight to spoiler.
whenever he hits 12 wounds.
Yeah. So my flyer.
Oh, 7 inch. No, wrong one. 9 inch move.
20 something ish there.
Yep.
Or
Looks like he's just trying to get as far away from that thermal cannon as he can.
yeah,
Well, thermal cannons, I should say.
yeah, I think so. That's gonna have to be that. How do I do with the recon now then? Oh, I've already maxed recon. Never mind. I don't have to worry about that. I get bonus.
See, that only matters for this turn because he has the unenviable position of being first, which is actually what he does not want to do in this turn because to get
Yeah.
ground control, he has to move within range of that thermal knight.
Yes, I think that C's actually hurt him a bit more than it helped him because consistently we see him taking objectives with his better mobility and then ambush just smites him off it.
Okay, that was good as it was then.
Like pretty much every turn it's happened, as far as I'm aware.
These Archons. So Arman has a 4-up in one right now, right?
Yes. Oh,
Good.
and one other thing. I just want to check before you Yeah, so your Cowboy warriors in this ruin back here need to scooch over like a wee bit more to
Yeah,
be
sure,
outside an inch
sure.
of the other.
Sure.
I didn't want to sort of. I mean, you
No,
did
no,
declare your
that-
intention, so it's cool. I mean, we can say that they're there anyway, even without you kind of scooching. It was just in case,
I could just scooch them.
it only
no
just
issue.
sort of dawned on me that I might be able to get at them from the other side.
I just checked, but might have missed that one. There we go. Should be outside. I
Yep,
mean, it's
sure.
I have to be outside of an inch of the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
That's fine. So this Archon is moving over here, outside of 3 inches. So I don't. Guess that's would be fine though. Yeah. This Archon is gonna move 8 inches.
What's the range on the Razor Wings weapons?
So we've got 36 on the disintegrator cannons, 24 on the splinter guns, and 48 on the missiles.
So honestly, I think
To the wall here.
what the smart play for ambushes to do is just to forget about the engineers and the warlord and just destroy everything that's over in his area.
It's very possible, yeah.
Cool.
Well, actually, thinking he does need to get old school because
I mean, he's probably not going to kill the Archon is the thing. He can't really get to it.
well, he needs to get up behind enemy lines.
That's true.
We are putting. This guy has a 4-up in one, right?
No, the Terminator Sorcerer just has 5-up invul.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let me double check, but I'm 99% sure. Yeah, it's just 5-up invul on the Terminator Sorcerer.
Okay, so we're shooting the Venom at Arman then?
Okay. So he'll get cover, I assume?
Yeah, they ignore cover. So
Oh, yeah, so 3s.
10 shots. Reroll ones. Come on, this lag. And then 4s. Oof.
Ugh.
So 3s.
3-ups. Takes 1.
Takes 1. So then the guys inside are gonna have to fire at him as well.
Sure. These guys ignore cover too, I assume?
Yes.
Ooh. I think he might be dead.
Yes.
He's definitely dead.
Venoms kill Arman 2 games in a row.
I mean, you've got 11 of them, so statistically, there's probably a pretty good
Yeah.
chance that one of them killed something important.
I mean, they've killed plague bearers. That's
Yeah, I
kind of
mean, yeah.
important. So then we're gonna shoot this Archon into your war.
Yeah, sure.
So blaster shot hitting on a 2. Hits. Wounding on a 2. Wounds.
5
So
up
5
on
up.
vault.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Nice. Cool. Then we're gonna shoot. I guess we could shoot the missiles and the splinter. I'm gonna check this range as well. Yeah, whatever Nova's measuring, I can't.
I think he's measuring the brimstones, but they're
yeah.
further away than the character.
They're also out of line of sight, so it doesn't matter.
Just because something's out of line of sight doesn't mean it doesn't block the character rule, because GW knows how to write rules.
27.
The brims are closer than the
I think the brims are
Boxbringer to
closer,
that
right?
razor wing. Yeah.
27.1 and for sure. Yeah, there.
And we just got confirmation that Ambush did not forget the Brimstone Horrors.
Yep, sure.
And the disintegrators. I mean, what would I need to bracket him? I just need to get one of them through, right?
He brackets on 12.
12, yeah, I need to get 2 through. Sure, why not? Disintegrators here and missiles and splinters in there.
Okay.
So splinters, not rapid fire. 1 hit. No wound. We're actually going with the -1 reroll wounds missiles. So
Sure.
D6.
He'll get cover against that though, so he'll still be 2 up, right?
True, yes. That is true. So I was stupid. Reroll wounds. 1.
1 save.
2 up. 1 damage.
1.
Yep. And then the disintegrators into the night. Then. Okay. Yeah, he's still on full. 2 wounds.
It is now possible for him to be bracketed.
He takes 2.
Yep. And then the blaster from this dude. Your knight.
Sure.
2 up. Reroll 1. And then a 4. Wounds.
4 up.
Yep.
Fails.
D6. 5.
Takes 5.
Okay, that's something. So I think that's all my dudes shot because these fell back. So we're gonna go ahead and charge with the Archon from down here.
Okay.
Into
You can't see for Overwatch.
Yeah, exactly. And I get reroll. An 8 should make it. Yeah, it's 6, 3 up, and yeah, it makes it. So 3 up here. 2 there, I guess. Let's say that's 4 there.
Yeah, sure.
Just to make it easier, because I couldn't move it over the lines there. And then another 4. I guess we go on this side. Oh, actually, we go on this side.
Sure.
Yep. Charging this Archon as well.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah, it should be enough.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all my charges. Yep.
Okay.
So, Archon with Relic fighting first. Not that it matters. So 5 attacks hitting on 2s.
Sure.
And wounding on 4s. Because Huskblade is +1 strength.
Okay.
Reroll 1s. And 4s.
That's unfortunate. Actually had a decent chance of killing the Terminator with 2 of them. Maybe the other one can still pull it out.
Yeah. So next Archon.
Sure.
5 attacks. Roll 1s. And then 4s. Oof. 3 wounds at -2.
So 4 ups.
Yep. T3 each.
Oof.
He's dead.
I think takes 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes 4. And
Okay.
I don't know. It's just gonna that guy. Yeah, this guy is just gonna stay where he is.
Sure.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Okay.
So I killed
pause
a couple
pause
of
the
units
timer.
this time.
You got Armin on this Terminator Sorcerer, yeah.
Yeah. Um, sure, I get the bonus as well.
Yes, you do. And I need to
Oh,
kill
the
3
wrong turn.
to get hold more, I believe. This is gonna be tricky.
That's
Or I need to kill 3 to get kill more. Okay. Let's see then. I'm good to go for like past turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Time's on you.
Yep.
I get my last engineers as well.
So I'm guessing he's probably going to put both Gatlings into one Archon.
Yes.
That's what I would do.
Is old school wholly within your deployment zone or just within your deployment?
I think it's all within.
The deployment zones run up to the walls anyway, so I'm still wholly within. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so I'll need to move back a bit next turn then. So the 2 knights have moved. It's like a 10-9 on the chart.
You would have to get up until there. It's a 10.
Yeah, that's movement. So psychic phase. We'll try for smite from the boxbringer.
Sure.
Fires.
And now I'll attempt to deny.
Okay,
Perils.
so perils.
2.
Takes 2. Takes 1. Thus concludes the psychic phase.
Sure.
Shooting Thermal Knight is going to put the thermals into the this venom and the stubber into those warriors.
Sure.
So let's do stubber.
Yep.
One save.
4 up. 6 up. 1 dead.
And then 2d6 shots from the thermals. 8.
Wonder why he's going for the venom and not the plane.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he just forgot that it has the flamer, like anybody does with Avenging Gatling cannons, because
Oh dear.
Fails 1.
He's outside Malta.
Yeah, you're outside of Malta.
So
Need
it
to be
gets
Still
within
possible to
16
kill it.
Or
Yep.
18, yeah.
25.
Not with that.
Down to 4.
Okay. Gatling Knight. Stubber at the warriors, if you can see them. You might not be able to see them. No, I don't think you can see them. So the
Sorry,
stubber's going
what?
to go with the
Yeah.
venom. The
Sure.
thermal knight's going to put a stubber. Let me see. Am I getting? No, I'm not getting recalled. No, apparently I'm being demoted. But thermal knight
What? Why?
is just going to put everything into the venom. I don't know. It's
There we
popped
go.
up in
I
chat.
promoted you now.
Yeah, thermal knight's just going to put everything into the venom.
Yep.
He's saying thermal, but I'm pretty sure he means Gatling.
Yes, probably.
So he said
Most definitely with that amount of shots.
Nice. And then 3s.
I guess he's just trying desperately to get kill one.
5 ups. Come on, baby. Take 6. Dead. Guys inside. One dead. Need to get them inside here. Okay. I'm way within. I think.
Well, looks like he's losing out on recon for the rest of the game.
Then you would have
Yeah.
to get up here.
The secondary scoring wasn't the best.
Which is nice.
Old school is a finicky mistress at best.
Okay. Does it blow? Sorry. I need to roll the blow up. No, it's fine.
No.
Okay.
I think you
one
lost
should be
one
dead.
from.
One,
yeah,
one
you
should be
lost
dead.
one from
Yes,
Bilal,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
I think that pretty much concludes shooting. So it's just the charge, the knight, the Gatling knight into the warriors, and he's going to need probably a 12.
Because you're not gonna be within an inch when you stand there.
Yeah, if it's not 11 or 12, he hasn't a chance basically.
Yeah.
And 11 might not even be.
Oh yeah, I have.
If he actually makes this charge, that would be game
Here's roll
right there.
Yeah.
8 shots. I should.
But I very much doubt he will.
Obviously can't. Yeah. Is he also? Yeah. So, no. Yeah, Archon's next to them. 1 and a 6.
And then charge range.
Yeah.
7's pretty likely to not make it.
No. Very
Nope.
much not.
Definitely not. Yeah, so that's turn pretty much.
Sure. So you kill the
So-
venom.
Kill one, hold one.
So I get kill more.
Yes.
Because I
think
killed
so.
both your characters.
Yeah.
And I do not get hold more.
No, we both got 2.
Yeah, you should be inside here, yes. Yep. Cool.
Butcher's Bill, I did not get. Recon, I did not get. All right.
A Butcher's Bill maxed anyway, so.
Yep.
Okay. The big one. Clock's on me. Come on. What's happening? Okay.
Clock's just expressing itself.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So the fire.
But assuming ambush. Okay, so ambush is going to score at the very least hold one, kill one.
Here.
There's no way he doesn't kill at least one Catalite squad or something. So that means
Yes.
Bloodstrudel needs to get a minimum of, I believe, 7 points to pull this out. Which is possible, but
He won't be getting recon.
he can get ground control. If he can get 2 points of ground control.
Yeah, he'll try and get 2 for ground.
Maybe 3 if he gets lucky and doesn't get murdered by this Poxbringer.
Or if the knight doesn't murder that squad.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Oh no. Ambush is going to get at least 1 for old school for line breaker, even if he kills nothing.
Yeah.
Which he probably
Line
will kill
breaker
something, which will
and
also get him the last strike.
So he'll get 1 to 2 if he kills something. He'll get 1 if just being there, 2 for killing something. He'll get 3 if he kills something, just because of the kill. He will most likely stay on 4, so he will potentially get 4 at the minimum.
So we're looking at 8 or 9 points that need to be made by Bloodstrudel this turn to win. Now a tie is much more possible.
So basically, he has to kill more, hold more, kill more, kill, hold, kill more, hold more, and then max out ground control, which is yeah, I think what I said earlier was correct. It's going to be a chaos victory.
Yeah, he's gonna stand just inside.
And over till it's over.
Actually, not him. And
As we can see, he is not putting his squad onto that objective. Oh, there he is.
something like that. There. Okay, and then Archon. He's just gonna scooch down here. Should still see the knight, however. Yes.
Oh, he's hiding from the thermal knight.
Yes. So your thermal knight would only see those guys. Can't stop that.
Oh, that's what isn't really that important when the Avenger Knight is right there. The Thermo Knight will be more concerned about the 3-man squad that's probably going to try and rush this box spring.
That
Pretty much.
for my move.
So basically, what I think Blood's going to do is he's going to try and shoot these brims and then charge the box springer,
So
and maybe shoot some blasters at the Gatling.
Could kill it.
Archon's gonna shoot the blaster in here, or both Archons, if you don't mind them. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
if you
shoot
want,
both.
yeah, combine them if you want, yeah.
Yeah. Hitting on 2s, rolling 1. Both hit, and then winning on 4s. 1 wound.
No, can't kill it now.
Battlefield.
D6. 6.
That is what he needed. That now is now at its last bracket, but it doesn't really matter when it has 24 shots going into a group of fellas.
Should be 6. I'll double check. Yeah,
Pretty
6.
sure it's 6. I think it's 12. 12, 8, 6. Or is it 4 inch?
12, 9, 6.
Yeah. So you would have to advance or charge. Okay. So then we're gonna shoot these guys. That's risky as hell, but we're gonna do it. Gonna shoot them into him. That's probably just bad. That's probably just bad. How many attacks does he have? 3?
3.
Hitting on 2s though, winning on 3s. 2s actually.
Yeah. 2 3 rolling.
See, the thing is, he needs to charge that boxbringer to get ground control.
Yeah, and he knows
But
it.
it looks like he's thinking about shooting at it, which will be a very big mistake.
I mean, it's very unlikely that he kills it.
3 cavalries from here.
Yes, but he doesn't need to kill it. He just needs to get to the objective, because this is the last turn. There's no more after this.
That's not true. It's ambush gets another turn.
Well, you know what I mean. It's the last turn for him.
Yeah, it's his last turn. The problem with charging into the Poxbringer, I feel, is the Poxbringer gets 2 turns to just murder them. Along with a smite, along with anything else.
Yes.
Okay.
the likelihood of them killing him is very low.
So yes, seizing the initiative was definitely a not good thing for
I
him.
managed to get him within 6. I did.
I mean, it gave him a head start on killing plague bearers, but
Is he minus
going
1 to
second
his
would have been much
No,
better
no.
with ground control.
force? 1 wound. Yeah, that's good. Nice.
No, he's fine.
Sweet. So we're gonna put. That's out. I guess we could try and do that. That would mean so much, actually. Disintegrators and Splinter in here.
Sure, into the brimstones.
Yeah. And then actually the missile into the knight.
Okay.
That's a big gamble.
-1 variant with reroll.
If it pays off, it'll really pay off, though.
Yeah, I can see it from the wing.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's do the
I-
missile first. D6 shot.
Don't really think it could pay off much at this point, honestly.
Yeah, okay, you rolled a 3. It's not gonna pay off.
Yeah, the points difference is too high with not enough time, honestly.
1 wound, -1.
Takes it.
Takes 1.
1 damage.
Yeah, 1 damage. Was worth a shot. Why not? And then the Splinter. 4 shots. It's probably stupid. And then force. 2 wounds.
Oh, so
Brimstones.
remember that they have cover
Yeah,
this time,
5.
so 5. 2 dead.
And then the disintegrators. 5 hits. And then T3 or T2?
T2.
So 2 stun to wound.
Oh, sorry, T3.
Okay.
Yeah, just check their stat. I was thinking in Erlings.
Yeah.
So 3 saves.
Yep.
6s.
Yep.
It's 2
2
dead.
dead.
That's the unit.
Yeah. Okay. So we're then done with shooting. So we're gonna charge these boys into
Okay.
your guy.
No Overwatch.
The most dangerous game.
I get a reroll. I need a 6. And I get to reroll that.
Oh no!
5 definitely doesn't make it.
Does not.
Oh, you needed a 6. Yeah.
Oh, that is so sad. Okay. That is super
That's
sad.
really unfortunate.
That cost me the game, I think. Straight up.
Yeah. He lost the game last
Yeah,
turn.
we're gonna have to see. I think that's straight up the game. I could guess. I guess
I mean, you're gonna get
could-
you get hold 1, you get kill 1,
Yeah.
and
I get 2 points for ground control.
you get the bonus.
So that's at the end of the last battle round. Yeah, I do get bonus. Yeah, so
So you're gonna be on 24. And all I
At
need, I'm gonna get hold 1. I'm gonna get
23.
at least 1 in old school.
Depending on what happens.
Yeah.
From your
Oh well,
end.
sure. Just play it out. We're close, pretty close anyway. All right. So Knight.
Yep.
Could somebody show me the deployment zones again, please, so I can make sure this
Yeah.
guy's wholly within? Cheers. All right. So should be good there, and hopefully can still see the warriors.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, those warriors are
Now,
about to be deleted.
Very, very dead.
Poxbringer just needs to make sure he's in smite range.
Actually, he might not want to. Oh no, he'll still
So
You have to roll a 12 on that charge. I think.
watch. This one here.
Oh no, sorry. You can roll it.
It'll have to be pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, 7. Sorry. We would have to clear the back up here.
I mean,
So
I
at
don't
least
even
a 7.
really need to charge them. I just need to like pop you off the objective.
Yeah.
So I might just shoot the crap out of them. All right. So psychic, we're gonna go for smite from the top.
Sure.
Fires on a 10.
I will attempt to deny that. No.
No.
Could just kill the cab lights outright right here.
Warrior still takes one mortal.
6 up. Takes 1.
Psychic phase concluded.
Sure.
Shooting phase. Thermal Knight is going to put everything into this 2-man warrior squad
This
down
one,
here.
yeah. Sure.
So the stubber.
They're super dead. I just want to see the number of shots of the thermal cannons.
Nothing.
Good old
And the
disappointment.
thermal,
Yeah.
3
Oh.
shots.
Oh
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
dead.
Wounding on 2.
They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Already pulled.
Gatling Knight is going to put
So
everything
that's kill
into
1.
the 5-man warrior squad.
Yep.
That is kill 1 and kill more.
Should be 4s. Oh no, yeah, you should final practice 5s. Yeah.
So 5s and 2s.
Still a healthy amount of shots.
Healthy amount of hits for sure. Healthy amount of wins.
No saves.
Yeah, then there's
Yeah,
2.
that just cuts right through their save.
Ooh. But he
Last 2.
That's not enough.
1 survives. We had
I know you feel
pulled
5
away.
total.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
just
have a
enough.
5-man squad, yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
Also
And
gives me.
I'm not going
It
to
gives you
risk
hold
the
more.
charge because that would give you an opportunity to blow that gap. So that's basically game. So
Yeah.
I
GG.
get 2 more in old school.
Yep.
I get hold 1, hold more. Did I get kill more?
You
I
killed
got
2.
You killed 1 unit. I got 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did get kill
Super
more.
close though. I got 1
Yeah,
point
man,
in
that was
ground control. Yeah.
super close.
I should have left this guy here. That's so stupid. I got greedy. Oh well.
It's that point of the game where you're like out of command points and you're on the
Yeah,
ropes
yeah.
and you just have to take like every risk and it sucks.
Yeah. This game, I think I would have had this game with that not doing the oof on the venom here. The movement.
Oh, the what do you call it? The from the Horoka intervention.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, maybe,
It was
yeah, I
kind of-
guess.
It was kind of big because he got the kill in my turn instead of
Yeah.
restricting his movement and forcing you to shoot.
Yeah, that's true.
And then failing this charge was huge. Over here.
I mean, I think if you'd have made that charge, it might not have mattered. People
Okay.
are sick. Do we all jump into post game on the Discord asset
Sure.
or what?
So we just unmute you guys. Yeah.
Okay, and drop out of the game here, I guess, or probably doesn't matter.
yeah, unmute us.
Cool.
Okay, I've unmuted everybody. I'm just gonna drop
Yeah.
from the match in.
Don't just stop push to talking in the game.
Oh yeah. The disable keybinds.
Alright, so you guys unmuted us now?
Yes.
All good?
Yeah. Alright, so I think the biggest thing that you could talk about, Blood, is how seizing the initiative might have been what led you to this.
Maybe, yeah. You mean losing or?
No, where you seized the initiative.
Yeah.
Which made you go first, which what we noticed is as soon as you put something on an objective, it tended to not be there at the start of your next turn.
Yeah. But I mean, all of the objectives are in the open on this map, which is kind of, yeah.
This was a very, very bad map for you, I think.
Yes.
Nova made the point that, like when this knight just kind of got, come on, stupid thing. When this knight just kind of got up here, and it just turned everything into a killing field.
Yep. I tried to navigate around that, but I still had to, like, I'm quite limited in the second choose with this. And I cannot take Reaper against this list.
If
They're
you had
Yeah.
not
actually
model.
If you'd taken Reaper against this list, you wouldn't have maxed it because I didn't get any plague bearers back the entire game.
Exactly.
It's kind of risky, but I guess like under sort of normal operating circumstances, you expect your opponent to get some back.
Yep. I mean, I went with not going for it. I guess I would have taken 3 points, so it would have been better than ground control, but I still wouldn't have won the game with it.
So everyone had a question for you, Ambushes. Why didn't you take Big Game Hunter?
Yeah,
Because you would have maxed that out.
that as well.
My concern
Instead of old
was
school.
Big Game Hunter doesn't stack with Butcher's Bill, so that means I have to kill 3 units in a turn to get.
Well, it doesn't matter because the Venoms aren't Big Game Hunter-able.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was more I wanted to be able to focus the Venoms down because the Venoms were the threat to the Plague Bearers, so I didn't want to have to deal with. I didn't want to have to really shoot Razor Wings or Ravagers that game until I needed to. Basically, I wanted to be able to focus on killing Venoms.
Okay.
So if I'd
That
taken
is a
Big
smart
Game
choice.
Hunter and the Knights had all died, then I'm shit out of luck, basically.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point.
Well, it was quite close.
For sure. Like in the last 2 turns, I was like, wow, he might actually turn this around. Like he might bring it up, and he almost did for sure.
I wasn't far off.
Okay.
I could have gotten 1 more point for ground control, but if I put one of the Archons on there, or both of them.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't do that.
You could have
Yeah.
potentially had another. You could have potentially had kill more in the last turn if you'd have got in on the Poxbringer and killed.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I did the play for it.
Oh yeah, it was definitely. It felt like I felt
Engineers was
sort of pretty.
definitely the right choice though. On this, engineers and recon, ground control was not a good choice.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of ground control on maps that only have
No.
like 4 objectives because then you have to be on all of them.
Yeah, exactly. But I was also thinking, how many points can I get on the others? Like Reaper, sure, I can get 3 points if I kill all of your infants. Headhunter was a consideration. In hindsight, would have been the right one.
Yeah, but you had no way of knowing
Yeah, exactly.
that you're gonna.
No, yeah.
It's hard to know how quickly like the Plague Bearer wall folds, and I think it sort of just lasted long enough for me that game.
Yeah, but like on this map, I can't go for all my Venoms getting into rapid fire turn 1. Because if I don't go first, I'm just dead.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to hold back a couple of them. And kind of like shoot 2 or 3 or more into you each turn.
We were all surprised when you started firing the Ravagers into the Plague Bearers, even when you started just killing like 1 every time.
Yeah. When they were -2 to it, I should have shot into the Knight for sure. Yeah. If that's what you mean, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's hard to know though. I mean, because if you hadn't shot those Plague Bearers,
you probably wouldn't fail the morale with exactly the amount, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their Ravagers probably contributed like 4 to 6 casualties from those shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I would not have wiped that Plague Bearer unit. I was kind of lucky you forgot to charge the Knight into my Archon.
Yeah, that was because I meant to do that because it didn't matter. Why not?
Yeah.
And then we had a half chance to kill him. And there's no reason not to do it. Yeah, that was kind of like.
totally forgot.
The thing is, why did you forget the flamethrower, the Archon?
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to forget that those guys actually have flamers. But yeah, it's probably I mean I haven't had like a ton of time to playtest this list, so it's like a teething thing in that regard.
Yeah.
And it was the same as well. Like the amount of times I forgot to roll for the Damnations all game. I even forgot in the last turn. Not that it would have mattered. It's sort of those sort of kinks in gameplay are just sort of like it's like a memory thing. I guess I need to like work on. But it's just mainly due to like lack of playtime. I mean, I've been playing with Plague Bearers for ages, and like Psyker, Wizard Wings and stuff like that. But Knights are sort of still pretty new for me.
See, that's why if you only have 5 models, you don't have to remember that much.
God damn it, Nova.
As soon as I saw my pairings, I regretted not going for 8 Venoms and blasters in all of the units.
Yeah, Blaster. I mean, I don't know. Blasters probably could have helped. But then you'd have 3 less Venoms on the field. You know, like having to kill those Venoms every turn was like, I mean, the Beast Slayer on the Gatling Knight didn't really come into play except for I think like 1 or twice.
Oh, you did take Beast Slayer on the Gatling Knight. Okay.
Yeah, we were wondering why you didn't take it on the Thermal Knight.
Because as I say, I didn't really want to be shooting like Ravagers and thingies at that point with the therm. I mean, I guess it probably didn't make like a ton of difference. Part of the other consideration is like from a target priority perspective. If one has Beast Slayer and the other has thermals, then it makes like targets, you know, like it's harder to sort of decide which one needs to die.
Yeah. Speaking of thermals, let's talk about the play of the game where that one thermal cannon rolled 3 1s in a row.
Yeah. Turn 1, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's what you expect from a chaos list with knights. A couple of big boys, Aura Man, and Plague Bearers.
The little Myrax was like super clutch in getting that Venom kill turn 1 as well.
Oh yeah.
But what I mean is, it's not a hugely unexpected list, right? It's what most people expected once the Chaos Knights was announced.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't know, like
the
a lot of people are kind of like cutting the second and third wizards in order to get like a bigger knight in or something else. And like the couple of games I play tested with just a super heavy auxiliary wizard, the problem was that once the knights go down, you just can't do anything for the rest of the game. Whereas at least like the 3 wizards, you know, you can spam a bunch of mortal wounds out and still actually do something if the knights are.
Yeah. But I'm quite happy with having no AT to speak of to actually be close in this game.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you killed a Plague Bearer blob every 2 turns was really good.
I mean, that's what I have to do in this matchup.
Yeah, that was and that's why I had to focus the Venoms because I couldn't have Venoms and Cabalites just like like firing Razor Shards into Plague Bearers.
Yeah. The thing is, though, on a different map with more line of sight blockage, I don't need the AT.
So yeah, on a different map with actual line of sight, you probably.
Yeah. This is probably the map with the least, depending on like my rated base. If you play Dawn of War on it, there's very little line of sight blockage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you got a particularly favorable deployment setup for your army either, maybe?
I think like Vanguard would obviously have been better. If we got the Vanguard and then you won the roll-off, I would not have seized for sure. Because I would just have placed everything out of range for you.
Yeah. Because I mean, with the deployments the way they were, you seizing wasn't like really that big a deal. It actually sort of almost benefited because it meant there was I had a lot more target options.
True.
My turn rolled around.
So my reasoning there was I get to shoot at Plague Bearers without -2 to it.
Yeah. And you did Vect the Warp Surge and deny me the CP refund. So I mean that was sort of pretty good. Because like 2 extra command points would really help me that game.
I really had to, since I did not get the -2 to hit them, I had to Vect that. There's not much else I want. I need to Vect this game.
If you had moved the Venoms differently to the point where you could have split the fire between either of the 2 squads, then I wouldn't be able to Warp Surge at all.
But I would also mean
you sort of
exposing myself. Yeah. Exposing myself a bit more. Anyway, I did a couple of misplays that I know of. Probably might not have won me if you cancel out the misplays you did as well, or the bad luck, whatever, in each direction. Kind of evened out.
Yeah, I mean, I can't immediately think. The only thing that sort of jumps out as like a misplay that's like gonna stick in my head is like forgetting about that charge into the Archon. But I don't. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the rest of my decisions for the most part. Some of them didn't work out the best, but I think like I made most of the right decisions.
The only thing I could think of is split firing so much.
Yeah, but it's so hard whenever you gotta kill Venoms and like try and be reasonably efficient. It's like, is it worth putting 2 thermals into 1 Venom and possibly giving up the opportunity? I mean, it's so hard to know. I don't like doing it, but I felt like I had to because it's just so many like vehicle targets and that's why it's like I think it's a really solid like Dark Eldar list in that respect because it's just like oh well, you killed 1 Venom, I don't care. You killed literally less than 10% of my Venoms.
They're also 65 points apiece. It's so small. And
They're
right,
very
it's like
undercosted.
And then you've got, I mean, those ones don't have feeling no pain, but yeah, like
No,
getting like
yeah.
3 lampposts worth of damage in is difficult.
I was considering going all Cabalot Blackheart to get the 6-up feel no pain on them.
That is so
But I
annoying.
just feel like I just feel like the 19-inch move and the reroll ones to hit and ignore cover. It's just too good to pass up.
With that many Venoms, I would definitely stay with Slate Skull.
Yeah, for sure. And also, I was happy with my recolors. I kind of had to play them. I did them for Tiny once, I think, where he was the one starting to try out Flayed Skull. But yeah, really good game.
Yeah, man, well played. It was a good game. It could have gone. It sort of felt like it could have gone either way for the last couple of turns.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting game.
Yeah, thanks for streaming it.
Yeah, guys, thanks for the stream and the hosting and all the rest.
Sorry for being Europeans playing early for you guys. right now it's soon 1 a.m. where I'm at. See you guys.
Yeah, guys, see you later. Thanks.
Laters.
Well, I guess that'll be all from us this week or today.
We're not a game show.